sharing it.
All right.
Stuck inside a room without a door. I was trying to dig my way out through the floor. Then I felt your breath on my face, and I left that place. Oh, my friend, it's not easy, I know. Oh, my friend, we've got so much farther to go. But my friend, keep on holding my hand, and I will help you if I can. And if we ever make it out of here, we're gonna go far. If we ever see an open sky, I'm gonna catch a falling star. And if we ever get a chance to be who we are, if we ever make it out of here. I got lost inside a maze without an end. I was lost without a friend. But then I heard you calling my name, and I left that game. Oh, my friend, it's not easy, I know. Oh, my friend, we've got so much farther to go. But my friend, keep on holding my hand, and maybe we can make a stand. And if we ever make it out of here, we're gonna go far. And if we ever see an open sky, I'm gonna catch a falling star. And if we ever get a chance to be who we are, if we ever make it out of here. I thought I was too far gone. Saw those big dark clouds never roll into dawn. I thought I was alone out on that sea, but you rescued me. So if we ever make it out of here, we're gonna go far. And if we ever see an open sky, I'm gonna catch a falling star. If we ever get the chance to be who we are, if we ever make it out of here, baby, we gotta get out of here. Maybe we can make it out of here.
Hey, y'all, hey. It's Little Red.
Hey, everybody.
Some new people in here tonight. I would like to say hey to True Ball of Wax first, because that's one of my new favorite YouTube channels. I don't know.
Hey.
I don't know. I know I got a couple people to watch her videos today. Amazing. And I think she's a brand new channel, and she's awesome. I'm trying to see who I didn't type to while the song. I don't want to miss anyone. Also, Mother Dragons is here. We missed her.
Hey.
And I didn't want to be on camera tonight, but I'm going to do it for a second because I have something.
And Liz was first, and she said, I was little Fred's friend first.
Who said that? Oh, yeah.
Liz.
Okie dokie.
That was funny.
Mr. Postman paid me a visit today, y'all.
Mr. Postman.
Y'all, excuse me, I'm a hot ass mess. Miss Mother of Dragons made me gifts. This is for my grandbaby. Isn't that pretty?
Oh.
She made this by hand.
Ooh, very nice.
It's a baby blanket.
That's crocheted. That's very
Yes.
nice.
And my friend was with me when I went to the post office. And when I opened them, I waited until I got home and talked to her, and she said I could open them. And she said, I peeked in the box and saw the purple, and I was tickled. And she said, well, I knew that was your favorite color, and that's why yours is purple. And I told my friend, I said, yay, that means I don't have to give mine to my son and grandbaby. So this is my lap gan, she said. Isn't it pretty?
Oh, that is gorgeous.
And it smells so good, too.
I love the colors.
Me, too.
That-
my favorite.
That purple and pink in it.
I
That's
love
beautiful.
I love every shade of purple, and pink is my second. I'm like a child.
Mother of Dragons, you
favorite
did a
colors.
fantastic job.
Yay! And Veronica's in with us. Thank you so
Hey,
much,
Veronica.
Mother of Dragons. I love you. You're wonderful. I love the blanket. I've already told my son. He said, thank you so much. And he actually said, Mom, that's awesome. And
We
it
have
is.
the best friends,
And
best
this is-
people in here.
This is
Hi.
actually the baby's very first handmade gift. And I recorded myself opening it, but
We have to make a video with it and upload
well, no,
or
I
something.
recorded it from Twitter DMs and just hit the camera and was going to send her. And for some reason, it didn't get it. And by then, the box was open. So I'm sorry. Hey, Lisa. Mama
That's a
Wolf.
gorgeous blanket.
Hey, Sherry. Yes, and it's in my lap right now.
Oh,
Cash
and I love
stop.
that it smells good. That's cool too.
Because my legs get cold when I'm sitting here. Dottie,
There you go.
that may have changed because I've got I got my original personalized URL back now. It's
Okay, everyone disregard my link.
now it's like little red y'all 00. I don't know where you found that link.
Oh, it still takes you to where your link is.
Oh, does it? Okay, cool.
Yeah, it still takes you to the right place.
Okay, yeah, I changed it. It finally let me change it. And for the people in the chat who have asked in my notifications, I thought people were asking too quick. Where someone had asked, "Why isn't your chat loading afterwards?" And I said it takes a while. No, I was wrong. They are absolutely not there at all for like the last 5 streams. So
Wow.
this morning, very early when I woke up, and I realized they still weren't there, I found YouTube help where you can either text them like a chat box, and I did that, and I linked them all the videos that didn't have a chat. My chat's turned on. The videos are not edited. They're not embedded. I can't figure out why they would be. I can't figure out why the chat wouldn't be uploading. Neither could YouTube. So they said they would have to turn the ticket into an email, and I would hear back in 24 hours. And that
Well,
was
at least
like
they
at 6.
answered you.
That was like at 6 o'clock this morning. Well, yeah, it was. I thought at first it was like a computer, but I don't know.
Oh, it's like a live chat with somebody.
Yeah, it was a live chat, but at first I thought it was a computer. But then they.
Yeah, because that's what a lot of them start as.
Yeah, but I think it was an actual human by the time we finished. And I am supposed to hear something. So maybe we'll figure that out. I don't know if it's. I mean, there's nothing I've done for the last 5 days that's different, except my computer's been updated, but that shouldn't affect YouTube.
Right.
And so, let's get
What
to.
a day.
Yeah.
You know, I took a nap this afternoon. I missed everything. I'm trying to catch
Yeah,
up quickly.
today on YouTube is not a day to nap.
I know, right? I was like, damn it. Look at all this stuff I missed. And I like to say purple is my favorite color too, and that's just
Girl,
gorgeous.
me too. That's why we all get along so
I
well.
thought
That's it.
I thought John Yates and Sherelle and Perry made up, but he is ranting as we speak. Well, maybe not right now, but he was ranting a while ago again. So I don't know if something else happened, or if they did, or if I heard, because someone in chat told me they had made up. But apparently not. And I asked in the chat, what happened? And no one would answer me.
Hey, Little Red, you're getting a request for your P.O. box.
It's, okay, I'll type it in. Sorry. I started to say 9. But that's not helpful, is it? At all. And y'all can put on the P.O. box, because it is business. You can put Lil Red, y'all. I think Mother Dragons used my Facebook. She did the Robin Little, or you can use Red Little. I love them, as long as you get the address right.
Sammy Joe said Perry made a stream about John Yates again. It's a hot mess.
Who did?
Hey.
Yeah.
Is he a bully?
He's very opinionated. He doesn't mince words. He just says how he feels. He's very direct.
Well, if they'd all made up, then he shouldn't have done that. Unless.
I don't know who continued the feud, but I'll have to check it out after the stream.
I'm telling you what, though, I felt triggered in John's. Every time I watch John live, I'm like, I feel my chat's pain when me and Joey and Dottie are yelling at each other because John can't even have a conversation. Cody, if you're going to be a part of the conversation, pull up a chair and get in front of the camera and sign into the meet or something, because he's back there going off and I can just see him snapping his fingers and cussing like there ain't going to be no monetization over there.
Right.
It is a trip. But yeah, like I hope.
So there's that.
I hope if I ever meet someone that's great enough on to be with, that they will fully 100% back my butt like Cody
That's
has
right,
John's
girl.
rear end. My favorite color is purple too. I think everybody also loves purple.
That's
you.
why we all get along so well. Everybody, we all love purple.
Mama Wolf, did you get it? I put it in. Yeah, okay. It's down
Ace Ventura said Sherelle said Perry fights dirty. Well, he does throw out things, that's for sure.
Katie just posted a tweet that said, my favorite color was purple first.
Shut the hell up. You asshole.
That would be hilarious, though, actually.
That would be fun.
You have a super chat, girl. A super sticker, I mean.
No, let me slow down. Joanna for $3. Thank you so much. And welcome. You're not.
Purple and green together are good colors, Maya. You're right.
Yep. Good.
Yes, I love that.
Is that the Lakers color or is green not Lakers? It's or yellow.
No, it's like yellow, yeah. But green and purple together is like Mardi Gras.
What's going down on IG, Cassandra? The same thing that's going down on Twitter? Probably.
There's stuff going down on IG, Mrs. Cassandra said.
Yeah, okay, Cece. Are you going to be listening, or are you just going to be really in and out? Well, we're always here for listen later if you can't watch now. But you
Don't you hate when YouTube is a
up.
distraction? It distracts me at work during the day when something exciting happens. Like, ooh, I gotta sneak and listen to this.
I can't even catch up on my TV shows because today has been a hot mess.
My DVR is filling up because I haven't watched anything on TV lately. I've been
There
YouTubing
really
it
hasn't been a
nonstop.
whole lot. Like Big Brother, Teen Mom, ugh, that needs to go.
I haven't watched Teen Mom at all this year. I hear it's the same old, same old.
Yes, it's a mess. I don't know why they're hanging on. And I took a bunch of screenshots of her first live. Okay, is she finished with this live? Is she finished with this live she was doing? Let me get a look.
So Mrs. Cassandra said, according to John Yates, they're live because I guess Sherelle's World went live first. Is that right?
Or Perry? Okay, I have a question. Is Krusty done? Or is she? I'll check.
Krusty. Oh, did you hear someone's
Oh yeah, she's done.
video got demonetized because they were
Deaf
using the word
Noodles.
Karen?
Deaf Noodles? No, that's not.
I think
that's
that
not
they've
Deaf
decided that's a hate, like it's a
I
discriminatory word now.
Yeah, I
Stupid.
didn't see whose it was going to be, but I saw that song. It didn't say whose, I don't think, what I saw, but it said this is hate speech against a gender or race
I think it
or
was
something.
Dennis, Deaf Noodles, wasn't it?
No, he got video demonetized or something's going on. She's trying to send
His whole
Sherelle.
video was
She's
Karen,
trying to send Sherelle after him now, and she's always been a supporter of his.
Yeah, she got done streaming 39 minutes ago.
So, what do I want to start with? Yeah,
Clearing up a few things about the Tati James Charles thing.
Yeah. Oh, I took screenshots of her chat from the first Tati and James live this afternoon. She did 2 back to back. The first one was an upload premiere that had a live chat in it, but it wasn't really live. And that one, they weren't deleting the chat, and people were so funny. It was great. I love people.
Yeah, I saw a couple screenshots real quick on Twitter, and they just...
I haven't sent them to Dottie
I love
yet.
people too.
But I'll read you.
Yeah.
I'll read you some of the good ones.
People were saying some, and pretty much all of them were very valid points.
And I don't think that her mods catch them all either.
Listen, just some drunk said, as if you could hurt Jeffree Star. He would pop you like that giant zit you had on your 5 head. Honey, you need... What does it say? This is in her live chat, and it never got deleted. I'm telling you. It says, honey, you need to sit all the way down. LOL.
I'm going to her IG to see what the hell's going on over there.
The thing that if I start talking about it, it just gets me so frustrated, is she literally reads and sees what people like to actually say, and then she interprets them as being something completely different and creating a different whole idea that James was trying to say. Like, for example, I don't know if this is exact, but just as an example, that she would say, is Jeffree threatening to kill people? He would say, no, he's not threatening to kill people. And then she'd go and say that he's not threatening people at all. You know, like she just twists things immediately and then starts to say she doesn't understand, but it's not what was being said at all. Does that make sense?
Right. Hey, JJ. Yes, that makes sense. She just misses the point. Someone did say in that chat of hers, you so bad want to be in the middle of this. It's laughable. If you don't believe her, then move on, is what her person said. But there was one. Oh, where'd it go?
She's always in the middle of some kind of drama. Always.
Reality gossip.
There's never a break.
And makeup said, why even come out if you cannot show proof? Because she showed DMs, but she said she couldn't tell who. She says, I was told that James was sent by them. James Charles was sent to my DMs by them, by a source. But she wouldn't say who. Well, she shared James Charles's whole ass DMs with the world. So,
and with how quickly
someone in her live chat said, why even come out with this if you can't show the proof? Because you just showed James's DMs. Just wondering. She ignored the chat, completely denied. I don't know why. That's not usually. Sometimes it's her style. I didn't see a lot of. I saw Jessie Bear and Minnie Morningstar were the ones I saw in there. And I sent a couple of my friends in there. Hey, ambulance girl. I love that she totally admitted. Yes, she admitted to taking down videos because an influencer asked her to. But then she was like, this is the only time. Yeah, right. Did y'all also catch that she admitted that her and James Charles worked together to come up with something for her to tweet? So basically, she let this kid tell her what to tweet. She showed the DM where he said, how about you just say this? Because she wanted to tweet about it. And he said, no, trust me. Don't say anything. Leave the videos down. You're going to get sued if you don't. Please, trust me. Okay, if somebody's saying, please, trust me, don't trust them. Right. So she showed the DM where he's telling her what to tweet, and I think she showed the tweet where she tweeted it.
Yeah, she did.
How honorable is that? And she said it was all because she wanted, she was going to completely change her angle and say that, oh, well, I guess not be against Tati, and was going to tweet something nice, and he's like, no, don't do that. And
if she was feeling it was so freaking weird for him to come in there and do this, then why is she asking him for advice? Tell me what to do. What should I do?
And he really just wants her to sit down and shut up.
I know.
Right. So Ambulance Girl said, Little Red, I came across a channel that is very respectfully calling out KJ and showing where KJ is getting her stories. Is it okay to put the channel name here? I think you shared that on your Twitter, didn't you?
Well, I just called her out in the chat, too. It's True Ball of Wax, I believe is who she's talking about. She's
I
in the
saw
chat.
that, and I was going to watch her video, but then I took a nap.
I watched all of her videos today, back to back to back. She is
That's right.
I don't know how she found this information, but it was amazing. She showed absolute proof that so many of Katie's stories are word for word
plagiarized.
From another.
I'm coming to watch your videos after this.
Yeah, girl.
Tonight.
So,
you go with your bad self. Look out for KJ.
Quality
She's
is in
evil.
the house, and Sherry.
The last straw for me when I
Hey, my goodness.
had any when I was super dumb and blind before I saw the truth and the light and came over here to my real home. The last straw for me was the Sanders Kennedy thing. We literally saw her believe someone's words, jump on that crap, and completely get it wrong. And so how is anybody supposed to sit here and say, oh, somebody told you that? Okay, cool. I believe you. You're good.
Do you know, she's actually said that someone told me, like, it was a source for, give me 1 second, one of her recent stories, and the source was a sock account that was close to, I think, the little girl story. It was a sock account, but it's someone close to the family. Hey, Hot Wheels. And she actually shared information from a sock account that claimed to be close. Could you imagine if someone had hopped in her DMs this morning and said, Javi and his wife are split up because Kale's baby's really his? She would have been all, and Grace Report's going to report it at noon. She'd have been all over YouTube with it at 9 o'clock.
Oh, definitely. Because she has to be first.
Yes, she is in the chat, and I was is it okay if I share your link, Ball of Wax? Because I want everyone to go to your page and sub.
And the thing that really maddens me the most and really shows me that she has an issue with delusion, like she really, I'm not sure what it is. That's just my observation. Of course, I'm not diagnosing anyone with anything. But like you were saying, she literally showed us where she had that tweet after talking to James, where it said, after speaking to certain people involved in it, this is what blah, 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 blah. And then in the next breath, she says, I've never used James as a source for anything ever in my whole life. When she literally showed us a tweet that was using James as an anonymous source for that tweet.
Yeah, she's
You understand what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, she's yes.
Okay.
She also literally said, I'm not trying to be involved in this. I'm not trying to insert myself, because that was said to her. And she's like, no. But if y'all think back, the reason he hopped in her DMs, if you'll think back a few months, she was hardcore going after, I hope she said I could share a link, because I totally haven't seen it. I've been going to get it. Yes, sure, she said sure. She was going after Tati because she got 3 cease and desist, or that's not why she started going after him, but she got 3 cease and desist, I believe, at least. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. So the last video I saw on the subject before she shut up, she was trying to get Tati's dad's birth certificate, and she couldn't find record of it anywhere. And
Why?
Like he was in some dirty mafia type. I don't know what she thought, but she had went after Tati's birth certificate. I mean, just deep into their. What are you trying to find out? She wanted so bad to cancel them, and she realized she was barking at the wrong tree as far as they have more money and more power and more lawyers, I think, because she shut up. She stopped. But now, I guess maybe now it was because James Charles jumped in her DMs and said, you got to stop. I don't know when she got that DM.
Oh, goodness gracious.
She's hot.
And then it's James, that he shouldn't be coming in here telling me what to do. I sent him a tweet or a message after that saying, you shouldn't be connected to this woman. Like, literally, in the same video. He shouldn't be doing this to me. And then I did it to him, though.
Wait, what?
Like, okay, she said, he shouldn't be coming into my DMs, telling me what to do, telling me to take down videos, blah, 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 blah. Right? Basically, or is that not what she was saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm paraphrasing, of course. But then she said that later on, the last time she had any contact with him, after Tati put up that video saying, here's the real deal, I was forced to do this, blah, 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 whatever, she said she messaged James and told him that what he should be doing. You shouldn't be connected to this woman. She's terrible. Disconnect for your own good. Basically doing the same thing that the video she posted today was complaining about.
Hey, Ilya. Yeah, she's she's a complete hypocrite. But I just can't believe she's made this a big story again. Like, we've got to watch it because I don't know what started it. Did she just decide, well, it's getting kind of boring and I'm going to go back and dredge this up because I'm not happy with those videos being private, or has something new
Supposedly something's gonna blow up in the next couple days. It's according to her. Something's coming.
Oh, she promises that she can't tell us now, but she assures us we're going to hear about it.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Allegedly. The IG Live, I caught most of it as well. But
she better be careful inserting herself in all the drama between these bigger YouTubers, because she's going to get caught in the crossfire,
right? And
she is not going to be happy.
Well, maybe I bet she will be happy. I kind of feel like that's exactly what she wants.
Yeah. Wait, why is it not presenting?
You are. You got it.
I don't see.
You're presenting,
okay.
But I don't hear her.
Yeah, it's muted. It's muted. Hey, Catherine with a C. Amber said, I can't believe she thought that would make her, let me pause it for a second, look good in any way and not like a whole ass hypocrite. Hashtag whole ass hypocrite. Hey, Doobie Pink Floyd. Nobody can or should trust that woman. I know. Who would hop in Katie's DMs? Heck no.
Yeah, I mean, I was watching it, even like it does sound like James's voice, but I was like,
well, she proved that.
No, that's really him. Oh, she did.
She proved that those DMs were hooked to his account because she clicked on them, and when she was sharing their private DMs, and it took you straight to his Twitter, or his social media. So, hey, Claire Bear. So she proved it, but first off, he didn't say anything threatening, or, well, I mean, he wasn't being mean to her, so. Yeah. Why did she share his private DMs? She hasn't proven that anyone's told her anything. She's saying a source told her, but she can't say who. She can share DMs, but she can't show proof where someone told her that they sent James Charles to her DMs. Well, listen, I'll let her explain it to y'all. She's such a good reporter.
It's going to be a video where we don't even really talk about tea. This is stuff that relates to me, but it's tea for some of you. It's not tea, it's real life, but I want to talk about it because it's something that I have been dealing with for more than a year, and it involves some people on this platform, and I feel like the only way that I can share my story is by putting it out on this platform, using my platform in order to let people know what happened, what's going on, and where this is going in the future. Because this has been part of my background for the last, 15 months, 16 months. It happened back in May of 2019. And it's been ongoing since then because I was doing some legwork into a story I covered back then related to Tati.
Okay, doing legwork, so that equals looking up her husband's birth certificate, or her dad's, right?
I want to just be very transparent
Oh,
here.
I thought I was, yeah, doing legwork, looking up her dad's birth certificate and not being able to find it. And I can find that video, y'all. I'm telling you, it's on Twitter. It's a clip, and I think she had purple hair. It was like a year ago, almost, maybe. And she said, I've spent 3 days for y'all looking in, deep diving. I mean, she just was so dramatic in this video, and and my memory sucks, but I remember. She was like, I've spent all this time doing this like she did it for us, and I don't know what it is, but I know there's something behind why she's convinced. Like, I don't know if she thinks Tati's daddy is in the mob, but there's a reason she couldn't find that man's birth certificate, and or Tati. It was ridiculous. So that story died down. Her videos aren't on the screen on her page. So this is her explanation.
I wrote an article when I was writing for Pathios about Tati and James Westbrook shortly after everything happened with the Bye Sister video. Over the course of several weeks, I conducted a search of all kinds of different backgrounds to understand sort of the motivations that Tati Westbrook might have had to upload a video against her competitor James Charles because of vitamins. Now, obviously, Tati has come forward and...
Because they got in an argument because he took a ride or he took some, what was it? He needed security at an event and another company gave him security and Tati got mad. Everybody knows that story. She had to insert herself and make it
and blames Jeffree Star for forcing her to upload it, and she says that, you know, Shane Dawson was the person that convinced her to upload the video, and she was fed lies, and it wasn't about vitamins, and it wasn't about this, and it wasn't about that. But obviously the vitamins played a catalyst role because it was that anger of hers or that frustration she felt about James promoting another set of vitamins that propelled her into a place where she makes this video, talks about the vitamin.
I don't have anything to say. I just gotta stop it for.
She's boring.
Yeah, I don't have to. I really ain't got nothing to say. I just, very use. I can guarantee this hasn't been ongoing. She is not doing well with the views and subs, so she is starting chat again. I agree. How you doing, Reptile Mama? Dead 3 days. I know what y'all are talking about. I see you. Barbara Hoagland. Hey, girl. Hey. I started to say, hey, girl, but I'm going to be respectful. I don't know if you're cool with that. Hey, ma'am. Hey. I'm reading through chat. Keno, somebody need to call him in. I ain't saying that out loud. Oh, yeah, I will. Caught him in ward on uni. Put a straitjacket on him. Because worrying about Steve and being obsessed has made him crazy. That happened 11 and a half months ago, and it's just getting worse by the day.
Uni has been non-stop streaming and doing Periscope.
He's got to get in all them views. He's got to get it all in before that judge comes down with the hammer.
Here comes the judge.
Because then he's going to have to retreat. They're all having a field day right now on Twitter. That's fine. Let them have their party. We'll see. Let's listen.
For more than half of the video, and then ultimately leads to James losing millions of subscribers. The story was obviously a humongous story. It was covered everywhere. Major outlets, CNN and NBC and all of these huge stories. I mean, all these huge media networks covered the story because of the number of subscribers that James Charles lost.
I don't think CNN was covering James Charles.
No, I don't know about CNN, but did he lose millions really?
I don't think it was well, maybe possible.
Is her million? Is it like millions, like in her and Katie numbers? Like in sub count?
Somebody might know, but I'm not sure. So I guess it's possible.
That is a great idea, Miss Cassandra. I knew I keep you around for a reason.
Speed her up.
She said, "Let's speed her up." You're a smarty pants. Thank you. I'm so excited about all this good stuff that happened today that I hadn't even thought about that. Thank you. Let's listen.
Well, it turns out that Tati has now come out to apologize to James Charles and now blames Jeffree and Shane. But there was a time when during this whole component, I was doing some background searches on Tati to figure out if there were things in her background that might motivate her to try to essentially take a competitor down, because that's what it looked like to me, and that was my opinion. She was angry about someone who was promoting a competing brand. She was frustrated with someone who has a platform like hers that has beauty. It was one of those...
Kind of like how Katie was frustrated that Tati had a way more subs than she did and was trying to take her down. Kind of. Except Tati was a makeup person and completely different. But I'm telling you, that was in Katie's mind somewhere. In my opinion, she said, these people are beefing and they have a lot of followers. Let me see what I can do to get some of those followers. Tell me ain't true. You can't know.
Hey, Mysterious T in the chat. Hey, Mysterious T.
Yes, I just spoke. Thank you for being here. We love Mysterious T's videos.
I'm a big fan.
They're amazing.
Hey, Crystal. Is this Crystal K? And you've shortened your name yet again?
Hey, Crazy Christy. Hey, Craft Happy.
Can I say that I had questions? One of my members, or my member, Cece, I was not sure if Cece was a Cece, what's the other Cece's name? Clark? Cece Clark? Because Cece Clark is in here sometimes, I think, or has been before, maybe not now. But I had questioned that, like, is that the same Cece? But I saw that Cece on a different channel today, and it's not Cece. So I'm sorry about that.
So you're the queen of impeccable paws again, because Hoot 3 said her chin's taking a left.
And the camera went right. All right.
Look at that. Holy Murray.
Oh.
Let's listen to the content.
Those videos where you're exposing, but then you're also trying to ruin in the same breath, in my opinion.
Conversation that James Charles and I had, he said some things telling me about a situation that happened in Seattle at my birthday, and it literally made me want to vomit. Oh my god, you tried to trick a straight man into thinking and somehow you're the victim. You know, it's really disgusting to...
And we've all heard James tell this story.
She's trying really hard with those special effects, man.
I've heard the actual...
Some sparklies.
I've heard the actual dude from the restaurant, the waiter, he actually did a YouTube video and told his story about this. There's all of this has been explained like months ago.
Manipulate someone, especially when they are still, emerging into adulthood and don't quite have everything figured out. You are using your fame, your power, your money to play with people's emotions. You're threatening to ruin them. You're threatening to embarrass them, and you're doing that to have them favor, even if they're straight. And you know what? That's not okay.
So I did this search, and I started uncovering a lot of things about her husband and her that were kind of sketch, like a lot. And I uploaded a video, which was...
Did she just say sketch?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't she so cool and hip?
I am not... Why did she choose that particular clip? It's like the cringiest clip. Maybe that's why, I guess.
So KJ said fetch? What'd you say? Sketch? Okay, can I just say something as an older mother? My daughter will look at me and go, Mom, no. Just don't. No. You're too old to say that.
Yes. So cringy.
I mean, yeah, I can't think of a word that I would use that my kid would be like, no, Mom, but that would probably be one of them. Like, ugh.
But if she's gonna go digging like a grave digger into people's past like this, don't say shoot about when people go into your past and talk about it. Like, that's her.
I'm just dying to know what has... She creates this drama. I don't know. Let's listen.
It was posted onto my channel last year. I have privated that video only because I was told to by another influencer, and this is where it gets tricky.
She said another influencer, so she considers herself a social media influencer. Is that correct? Because her Facebook looks like a desert. And her Twitter ain't doing that great either. I mean,
that's what happens when all your numbers don't match across all your social media platforms.
I mean, I wouldn't call her an influencer. How many IG followers does she have?
She is not an influencer. She is a YouTuber. Let's get this right.
Okay, yeah.
She's not influencing me at all.
She is not influencing the algorithm a whole lot either lately. That was mean. I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry. It's true, though.
That Amber chick said she influences me to want to vomit. That's about all.
It was funny because it's true. No, I won't bullying. I was making a joke. It was a joke. Like, you need jokes. Let's listen.
This video that I made, I had a very small channel at the time, but I did share some very damning information about James Westbrook, including the fact that he had a current case out in the state of California by his friend William Rock, who had lent him more than $300,000, and he was being sued for breach of contract and fraud. William had alleged that James had borrowed money and that James had never paid him back, and he had used his mother's property in Hawaii as collateral for this loan. Okay? Well, at the time I did the video, there was a default judgment because James...
Very, very damning evidence, because no one ever gets sued for non-payment of a loan. Ever. That doesn't happen. So this is like 20 to life. Like, put him in prison, throw away the key.
Westbrook never responded. Well, it turns out James Westbrook absolutely did respond, but it was only after I made my video, and it was in his response to the court that he said that he learned about this case through an online blog. So he claims that he had no idea that Williams was suing him, and...
She just kind of low down took responsibility for James Westbrook finding out about it through her. He didn't say it was through her. She said a blogger. But she kind of wants us to think that she's the one.
And he and William are currently in mediation, according to the court agreement now, where he and William Hawk are going to somehow work out a payment plan. I don't know. There's a jury trial scheduled for 2021 if they don't come to mediation, but it was ordered by the court to go to private mediation so they could settle this dispute. So when that opened that door, I started going to Hawaii, where I found out that his sister had actually sued him as well.
She went to Hawaii.
His sister claimed in her court documents, in federal court documents, that he had his mother sign a quitclaim deed to this property, which basically was while she was on her deathbed, and then he then subsequently recorded the property in his name before she passed away, and that when she passed, he had rights.
So Miss Cassandra said it must have been a slow Duggar day.
Right? Oh.
The reason I'm interested in this so much is because these are not the people she wants to mess with, in my opinion.
No, this is not boring. The whole situation is fascinating to me, but what she's talking about right now, what the heck? I'm easily confused.
I think she's going off a little bit, but she's trying to give all details of why it started last year, because she was going after these people because I guess this is why, because he had a case and this stuff going on. So she
is obsessed with finances too.
And anytime anyone has court papers, she's going to drag them.
Yeah.
Ownerships to all of her property, but his two sisters were also like 30% heirs to this stuff, all of the assets of the mother, and so the two sisters ended up suing him in court. They then subsequently find out that James had liquidated those properties, and ultimately it all comes down to he ends up losing that case and the sisters win, but I don't really understand what happened. He was ordered to pay the court the attorney's fees for his sisters. It was a mess, okay? But it was this overarching theme of there was a lot of stuff in the background of these two people that seemed to suggest they weren't making maybe the right decisions, might have some money problems, and of my belief might be motivated by money to potentially take down a competitor. Again,
everything's motivated by money. I'm reading chat. I have to stop.
Right.
I have to stop every 30 seconds or so, y'all. Hey, One Warped Angel, and Monica, and Sherry. If I haven't spoken to you, I think I have. I may not have. And Kraft. Oh yeah. She's doing her due diligence and filling everyone in like it's new stuff. But okay, let's listen.
And these were my opinions, but it helped me explain the pattern of behavior. I was also able to locate other things from his past that I'm not going to get into, but there's just a lot. So many of these lawsuits. There was a bankruptcy. There's just tons. And he still has active businesses in both Halo and Tati Beauty, which could be interesting because Tati had said that she was going to be releasing new vitamins, but that hasn't happened, and there's been no promotion of new vitamins, and Tati Beauty has all but stalled. So I don't know if those businesses are going to eventually end up going belly up, or if she's going to...
She's hoping. I didn't look at the time before I stopped it. KJ is just as crooked. I can't say that out loud. Who is going to come do my dishes? My friend did mine earlier because we just hung out and I vacuumed and my friend did dishes for me. It was cool. One thing I don't have to do tonight. Let's listen.
Continue. She hasn't been online in months. So imagine my surprise when ultimately they tried to send me 3 separate cease and desists where they literally denied everything. They denied everything to the point of Tati saying that she didn't ruin James Charles' career, she didn't call him a predator, she didn't do this, she didn't do that, he didn't lose business as a result of it. It was messy, okay? And so and I've done videos about this in the past, which you can see on my channel right here. So here's the thing.
Yeah, link that channel.
Despite all of the cease and desists and all of the requests by them to remove it, nothing I had said in those videos was anything more than public record. And
I said a friend crazy. I don't claim more than one. I'm just kidding. I have a couple.
I was not coming from this is a T thing. It was more investigation, like investigative journalism in a way, where you're just trying to uncover who are these people that are claiming to be who they are and why might they do what they do. Well, ultimately, I didn't take those down, and that upset them, clearly, because I ended up having James Charles show up in my DMs.
I hope she says when this happened. I don't believe she sat on any DMs for too long. Once a week is some kind of drama keeps her relevant on YouTube, and everybody falls for it. SC Johnson. I agree.
The DMs are dated June.
June. I'm trying to think when it happened. It's been longer than that since she started this mess. So is that when they made up in June? Tati and that's about the time that Tati and James Charles made up, I believe.
Yeah.
Might have been May, but I remember that being a few months back. Okay. Let's listen.
And I'm really conflicted about calling James Charles out because this actually, I feel like he might be a pawn by the Westbrooks. I don't really know. But it was a very bizarre day.
Why does she have captions on? Did I do that? I don't think.
Yeah, I think you do.
Okay.
Happened back in, so June 23rd, 2020, I magically received a DM in my inbox from James Charles. Wait, what? I am a channel that has, at the time, maybe 100,000 subscribers. He is a channel, at the time, that has maybe 19 million, 18 million subscribers. And somewhere, for some reason, he is in my DMs asking me to talk to me about a tweet that I made. And so I think I had put out a tweet about how, that despite, this was when everyone was sort of talking about the lead up to Tati coming back to YouTube and whether or not she...
Dottie's better yawning away. She's like, this is so over it. It will be so funny when the story...
No, I was stuffing my mouth and I was smart enough to put on mute. Sorry.
When this story still doesn't hit the fan, Mia said, KJ will look like an ass. Wait, she always looks like an ass. Okay, this is true.
No, wait. When she said at the beginning of this, maybe you can rewind it, did she say, when she said, I'm not sure if the Westbrooks are telling him to do this?
She states...
I didn't catch if that was her opinion or if she was saying what she was thinking back then.
She makes that claim about him hopping her DMs several times in these two lives that she does tonight. She'll say it kind of like... She just said it like she's not sure, so she's leery of coming after him because she doesn't know. And at the end of one of the videos, she kind of made a claim that that's how she feels. That he's...
But isn't that the whole point? She said someone called me and told me...
She said someone...
Definitely that's what happened?
Yeah, someone told her, supposedly. Ew.
I'm just...
You might be onto something there.
I don't understand. Do you see what I'm saying? She's saying, I have a feeling, but definitely it's true. Someone told me. I don't...
Yeah, but it was probably a sock account. Let's listen to it.
Exposed Jeffree Star, and there was a lot of questions about, Jeffree and Shane orchestrating this whole takedown of James. This was after Shane put out the, slice of humble pie comments. It was in the middle of all of that accountability moment on YouTube, okay? And I had made this comment that there might be lawsuits headed down the way, but it could not be like from James's side, because I did have sources that were connected to him. And it says, he said, I really appreciate you supporting me and always seeking the truth for the past.
And the chat is catching each other up for the ones that don't. I've been reading it. They're Claire Bear's explaining some stuff about the DMs. Because I caught the IG live too, but I didn't record it, and I'm sure it's not there because she's not one to save that stuff. Her story changed right before our eyes magically. That happens with a lot of her, especially if you listen to what she says, as painful as that is. Let's read.
Past year, I've seen a few videos that you did, and it did mean a lot that you saw through the BS that was going on. And that being said, there was a lot more that happened behind the scenes that is slowly coming to light, and no one knows the actual truth. A lot of the things that you believe about it aren't true. The truth will all come out in due time. I'm just staying silent and minding my own business until then. I noticed in a few of your tweets you said that you were speaking to someone close to me, and I wondered who that is. I won't tell them that you told me, but it definitely concerned. As my close friends, we're asked to stay silent on this. And if you need to know anything or have any questions, I'd prefer you just message me. So
She is so happy that someone with 19 million... Will y'all quit yawning? I mean, am I that boring you?
No, I just sighed because
I'm just
frustrated
kidding.
about all this crap.
I'm joking. She's so happy that someone with 19 million followers has DM'd her and she can share this and
probably the main
and hashtag him and put his name in the title and get some views.
Yep.
That's what everyone does that, but this woman's sharing his private DMs. He didn't threaten her. He's not blackmailing her. Don't do that.
Nope.
It's not a good look.
I sort of responded and I clarified where I was getting the information, and then he told me, I'm not suing anyone. I wish I did a long time ago, but it would not have been Tati I was suing. And I was talking about how the source said that they urged him to sue Tati or Jeffree for defamation, but you didn't want to. And then his response was, the Westbrooks were a pawn in the game of chess. I know you hate them, and it seems like they did it all, but it's not the case in any way, shape, or form. Of course, there's part of me that wants Tati to come out and say her piece. This was before she uploaded her video. But she was pushed to make her video last year, so if she ever does speak up about it, I truly want it to be from her heart and with no one else pushing her one way or the other. I said,
So, this is, if y'all seen her crying video, and Katie made fun of her in that video.
Yep.
This is after they made up, but before she had uploaded that video explaining why she turned on James Charles. Okay, let's listen.
You mean Tati was pushed? And I said, in full transparency, I don't run narratives. So if I get something wrong, I correct it. So if she's not responsible, then obviously that needs to be known. And he said, but because of a few videos you've posted have really hurt the Westbrooks with false information, and I want you to be really careful, because if there's any lawsuits going on, it won't be from my end. That's all I can say. So I was like, what? Because I hadn't talked about it in a really long time. I said, okay. And then he said, okay. So
she told him she don't run narratives, and she basically said she don't report non-truth, right?
Oh, man.
You can't just lie to that boy because he's young. He ain't stupid, necessarily.
I would love to tell you all this, but it's so much deeper and serious than anyone actually knows. Tati was pushed, and that's all I can say. Because the way it happened is her story to tell, and her story only, not mine. And if it ever does come out via her, you'll understand why I say that. She still posted the videos, so I'm not delusional in thinking that she's innocent angel, but knowing what I do now, it makes a lot of sense. And I said, I have removed most of the videos from that time. What can I do to help you? So I had removed several of the videos.
She wanted to be all up in the middle of it. What can I do? What can I do to be up in the middle of this drama fest? Hey, is this just chat here? Hey, girl, hey. You can come in if you want to.
Mostly because they were older videos. One of them had really bad audio where there was like a double mic, so it was really hard to hear. It was really hard for people to hear because you got like a lot of feedback. And then some of them were just demonetized, or they just weren't, they were older videos, they didn't have the good production that I liked, so I took them down. And so then he said, what, from a son to mom, I promise you that it's being handled behind the scenes, and hopefully the truth does come out one day. I pray for it every single day, but regardless of another Dramageddon that would vindicate me, I promise I'm fine, I'm happy, I'm thriving, working hard and mentally stable, and that's all I can ask for.
Did she tell him that it was his mom that she had been talking about? Or is he saying from me, a son, to you as a mom? What is he?
Yeah, he's just saying from a kid, someone who has a kid.
Because I did not see where she told him, because she told all of the world. Why would he hop in her DMs and ask her? She went on video and told us all that she was friends with his mom. Why is he asking her who's her source? I don't know,
girl.
It makes no sense. Because he don't watch her, maybe.
I think you should stop posting and delete anything bad about the Westbrooks. And I say that because I want to help you. Capital Y-O-U. Please, please, please just trust me. At this point, I am like feeling very threatened, as though he's coming into my DMs, trying to pepper me and make me feel like he's doing this because he.
She's got to swing it, you know. She's the perpetual. What is it, Dottie? The perpetual
victim.
Well, they had a longer, better name for it than that. But
she's the patron saint of perpetual victimhood.
There you go.
I think that Comic Nut says it best because he puts a little Spanish twist on it.
Well, we'll get him over here for some voice dubbing later or something. Maybe he'll do some voice recordings for us. I'm just kidding.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
Yeah. Come do some. I can't remember the word for it, so it just was funny because I said it wrong. Okay, let's listen.
Who cares? And I am feeling like there's an ulterior motive here. I'm starting to feel like someone has sent him, that he is not doing this because he cares, because why would he care? Why would he show up in my DMs out of nowhere and start telling me details about what was going on behind the scenes between him and Tati before everything came out, before her video was dropped? Why would he tell me all this? And then why would
he did not give her any details.
Exactly. This is what I'm saying.
He is saying you are causing drama and looking into court documents and damaging reputations, and please stop. Because I finally met up with these people. Like, he didn't threaten her, and he didn't give her any details, in my opinion.
Well, didn't he specifically say, I can't give you any details?
Probably. You know my memory. She's talking so dang fast.
Yeah.
Hold on, y'all. I got to get this. Hold on one second. Cash just scared me. Shoot.
Oh, Maya, interesting.
How do I... God, I can't remember where the link's at. Dottie, can you send me the link to the meet?
Yes, I'll send it to your Gmail, okay?
Oh, wait, I think I got it. Never mind, I got it. I found it. I knew I had it. And let's listen.
On videos that literally have nothing to do with him and everything to do with Tati. Well, unless someone sent him to do this. And I said, I have removed all the videos about her from last year. And he said, okay, awesome. And I did make that decision at the time because I was feeling really uncomfortable, and I felt like he was telling me you got it wrong, and so I needed to like be like mindful of that because I got it so wrong. But in fairness, nothing I really said last year is false.
Honest, real, true. No, I'm joking. I was playing finish the sentence, but I'm trying to be like I'm feeling snarky tonight. I'm just kidding.
Girl, come on with it.
I am in a good mood. I had a good day with I got out of the house for once. Even though
your voice sounds extra sexy today and raspy.
Yeah, because I feel like I'm getting this cold. Hey, chat, I just sent you a DM. I feel like I'm getting like a sinus cold or
that sucks.
My throat's icky.
Drink some hot tea.
Hey,
and
Dawn
lemon.
Political. One of her sources, some of the voices in her head. Yes, probably. At the beginning, she said they were removed because of being demonetized and not performing well. Probably. But which is it? That's exactly she does this so many times in this and the next video that I was walking around the house listening to it on my phone earlier with my headphones, and I wished I'd have written them down with timestamps, because I get caught up in the chat when she's talking and I'll miss it and not catch it and say it. But on a different subject, stay on topic, Sue. I'm joking. I unlocked my account today merely an hour later, and BX Fanboy came onto my Twitter having a go at me. They must stop my Twitter. Is BX Fanboy like a sock account, or do you mean BX Beast? I don't know.
A fanboy?
One of his fanboys?
Fanboy.
So one of his followers, yeah.
Oh, one of the fan gang? Is that what he calls
One
him?
of his trolls, apparently.
Monica Honey. Is that how you say it? Monica? She acted like, I don't know if you're familiar, chat. I don't think we've ever talked about this story. Months back, she claims she is friends with his parents. I think it was his mom and dad. They're just such sweet people. Good people. But I think she DM'd his mom, and his mom probably said, "Oh, a fan of my son. I'm going to talk to her." And was nice to her, and she tried to dig. But that does not a friend make, in my opinion. But the way she tells it, it was her friend first, and they're buddies. She waits till kids are in their 20s and on YouTube, and then she fully attacks him. I feel okay. It's just my throat scratchy today. I've been out a lot, though, and the allergies. So wait till... Okay, let's listen.
In terms of who they are and what they've done in the past. And I didn't really put out false information other than my opinions on what could have happened. Now, obviously, we know that's not necessarily what happened because that's what Tati says. But Tati doesn't always tell the truth, in my opinion. So he goes on and says, "I know your videos really struck a chord with them, though. Like I said, if the full story does ever come out, you will understand why this whole situation was so severe and dark. They were viewed as the monsters for the last year by the internet, but they have had to live knowing the truth this whole time. But they were forced to stay silent."
Did she just say Tati doesn't always tell the truth? Does anybody follow her on Twitter?
Wait, is she talking about herself?
Is there anybody in this chat that's not blocked on her social media that knows she does not always tell the truth?
Liar, liar, pants on fire.
Fire. We got that. We got a good picture of that, don't we? Oh, yes. This is... Let's listen.
And I think any video, no matter how many views, would start to bother me eventually if I were in their position. Now, the video that they seemingly were angry at me about was a live stream I had done, and it was like the truth about their background, and I think at the time it has a total of 13,000 views. Now, if you compare that to other videos like My Sister, it had 45 million. There was another one, Tati's Business, reveals why she was called out, or reveals like what might have happened.
Is she trying to get people to go watch these videos again? Because
I think so.
You know she's re-uploaded these, I believe. I'm almost positive. I can check, but I'm almost 100%. Let me check. I don't want to give y'all false information. I don't want to be a killjoy. I mean,
like Katie Joy Killjoy. Oh.
Yeah. I would die if they're at the top, like they're new.
By the way, I'm making a whole bunch of memes if we want to have a meme night. Found some really good ones.
Tati apology analysis. Tati lists her Los Angeles compound she just bought. Is she leaving YouTube? My experience with Tati. Why can't I stay silent about Tati? Tati's story falling apart. Yeah, they're all back. A ton and tons. And let's listen.
Happened that had 8,400 views.
plugging away.
About Tati Westbrook, which was 12,600 views. So in the grand scheme of things, the videos that I was making were not being viewed highly in terms of volume compared to what Tati or James were putting out at the time. Tati's By Sister did 45 million, I think, or something like that. Like, there was so many millions of views. Or maybe it was 18 million. I don't know. Between the two videos she made, there was 10.
You see that drool coming out of her mouth when she's talking about how many views they got? It's disgusting.
Right. She's so jealous. She wants to be like that.
She wants absolutely to have millions of views on her videos, but she's not going to get it from taking down people with millions of views on their videos. That's not right. Make friends with them. Be nice to them.
She's playing with fire.
Did it start over?
It's going to be a video where we don't even really volume compared to what Tati or James were putting out at the time. Tati's By Sister did 45 million.
Okay, I'm gonna fast forward a little bit because
By Sister. I truly apologize for drawing those conclusions. Additionally, I hope her checkmate is coming.
I'm gonna go to the beginning of the DM.
Things, but he just said he's not threatening people. We all just know what he's capable of. Okay, so he wasn't threatening them, but they knew what he was capable of, which we know that Jeffrey can be kind of a mess. And I said, and then he told me basically what to write in a tweet. And so we worked on a tweet.
Okay, here you go. She is she's got some honor and dignity about herself, so she's gonna let this. What is he? 19, 20 years old? He might be older. He looks like a baby. James Charles instructed me to remove all my videos about Tati so they could end Jeffree Star. So she wanted to be involved in ending Jeffree Star. I forgot to throw that part in there because it's the fact that she's let this kid control her channel this past summer is hilarious to me. I'm gonna rewind to hear this last sentence she's saying.
Tweet, true or not, what Tati put out still didn't tell me one way or other, like that Jeffrey had done any of these things, but he just said he's not threatening people. We all just know what he's capable of. Okay, so he wasn't threatening them, but they knew what he was capable of, which we know that Jeffrey can be kind of a mess. And I said, and then he told me basically what to write in a tweet. And so we worked on a tweet, and he said, I would just say, like, when everything happened last year, it seemed like Tati and her husband wanted to take their friend over vitamins, but now it's clear that they were simply pawns in a big game of chess. I apologize to them for what I've put out there and hope that a checkmate is coming soon. And so then I wrote to him and I shared a tweet, and this is what, and I said, last year when Tati Westbrook uploaded her video, By Sister, I believe her.
I think I had to stop because of the time, but she actually tweeted that, right? And
oh, she about to show it, yeah.
Yeah. Watching a video Q&A from when she was fresh off purple hair. She has full on become everything she used to talk about her persona is whatever she is at the time. That's absolutely true. It's like Jenelle and her current soulmate. That's what she's gonna be.
Her motives were related to vitamins. However, after spending time speaking with people involved, I realized now that Tati was used as a pawn in a big game of chess. I basically used his language, and I said, I've come to learn this.
So she admits to lying and putting out a statement that someone told her to put out. She doesn't know if it's true. She doesn't know why she's putting that statement out, except to maybe go after Jeffree Star and cancel him. That's why she put this statement out.
Situation is far deeper.
She thought she was going to be friends with them, maybe.
More dark than anyone could have ever suspected. Tati uploaded that video but was urged to put out By Sister. I truly apologize for drawing those conclusions. Additionally, I hope her checkmate is coming soon. And then he told me to please remove after speaking to people involved. And I said that's really the core issue here is that they feel like you're getting information from someone in my camp and I have a leak and therefore cannot be trusted. And I was freaking out wondering if one of my friends was backstabbing me only to find out it was my blank, of course, just looking out for me. And I said, okay, I'll remove it. And he said, but my point from earlier is that I have to work together with...
He had her by her eyebrows, didn't he? Like, okay, yes, sir, I'll remove it. Seriously? Remove this one. Okay.
Okay, so it was his mom, right? Is that...
That's who she kept making statements that she had someone close to him that she was talking to. That was the only one that I heard her say. That's not the one I think that's come to her. She hasn't said who's come to her now and told her.
No, I know, but the one that she crossed out in the thing she just read, that he said, come to find out it was just my mom.
Yeah.
Out for me. Okay, just clarify.
I think so. So I don't. She's a.
But it had nothing to do with mom.
Right. Let's listen.
chess game ever comes to an end. And regardless of what happened last year, trust is the only thing that will allow that to happen. So I wanted to DM you to protect you from getting in trouble and also clear it up and give you some insight. So it was like, after all of this time, he basically gives me all of this information about what's happening. He's telling me I need to delete these messages or I'm going to be sued. And then he's also saying that, like, Tati and him are working together to basically take down Jeffree, which what Jeffree did.
He totally played her like a fiddle. And he had her by her crystal balls, yes, that's funny. Because even if this was all, I mean, this could be legit, I guess, but this could really be, he just wanted her to stop being her and doing video after video after video about him and his friends. Who knows, but I love it. This is great that he got her to do it. It's funny.
Did was garbage, but in this case, I'm like, so now he's working with a girl that basically tried to ruin him, and he's doing it because it's the best way to get back at Jeffree. I never understood that part. I told him that if I got it wrong, because at this point he had me convinced that I had her so wrong, that I had the situation so backwards, that I should do everything I can to, like, correct it. So I said, if I can change things, if I can flip the narrative, it's fine. And he says, no, she has to be her own voice. Those tweets were great. And he wrote, I think for your own safety.
She was like, okay, I'll flip the narrative, and talk about journalistic integrity right there. I'll flip this. And he's like, no, just sit down and shut up. Let her do it.
You should not talk about them. Full transparency. There was a lawsuit pending, and they want you to just not mention them, good or bad. They did not ask me to speak to you. I reached out on my own. But I wanted to make sure you are safe and protected. And I said, but there is no lawsuit. And he said, so you don't have to listen to me, but I recommend not saying anything. And I said, lawsuit. And he said, there is. Trust me. Please just trust me. So why is he telling me about all this stuff if he wasn't asked to reach out to me? How does he know all of these things about me if he wasn't asked to reach out to me? Isn't that weird? Why would they be...
What are you saying? Sue said, hey, KJ's mod lurking. How can you defend such a liar? Who's here? As long as they're nice, they're welcome.
What she just said is an example of what I was trying to explain earlier. It's not weird because it's not true. Can you rewind it just a smidgy?
Yeah, I want to say to flip the narrative that's crazy. She just said in the beginning of this video, she told him and DM she doesn't run narratives that aren't true. I wanted to read something real quick. I'm sure she's... And I can't find it. Probably. Someone said something good. Just, you have to trust me. I think it was Susan.
I'll see if I can find it.
Susan. It might not have been. I saw something good. I'll hit play and look for it.
Talking about me, and then why would he reach out to me of his own volition and tell me to remove videos in order for them to keep going with their plan? I don't understand. And I said, how does speaking positively about her damage this? I'm confused. And he said, it doesn't at all. Just trust me. Don't upload a video. And I said, why? Everyone's talking about this on YouTube. Everyone. There are tons of channels criticizing her right now. And I said, I have an attorney that represents me, and I don't understand how if I went on my channel to share my thoughts as a commentator exercising my free speech, how that could cause a lawsuit. Unless there's a court order telling me to be silent, she can't silence people. Does that make sense?
Okay, this is what I hear. This is her going, but damn it, I want to make those views. I can't just not do this. She's been super nice, and she was willing to take videos down, but now he's told her, you can't upload even nice videos about them. You can't flip the narrative and run it the way I'm telling you to. Just shut up about it. And she's not willing to do that because of money. And I'm not sure when the cease and desist come in. I'm not sure if it was before this, after this. I don't know.
And he said, it does make sense. You can do whatever you like. I'm just hurt. He said, I understand, but she has this coming from a million places right now. She can't pin this on me, period. And he said, I agree. And I said, it feels like a threat when you say that to me, and I'm being very honest. Tati has huge drama channels talking about her, bringing far more exposure to her than I am. And he said, I'm not threatening you. I'm trying to help you. You can do whatever you want. And I said, I'm trying to understand in what context a lawsuit would even be started based upon public records. Additionally, the video upload would be in her favor. And he said, I have no idea. I'm not their lawyer, and personally, I think it's best to not get the law involved with any of this for the same reason I didn't sue Jeffree, but they are their own people, and I can make their own decisions. They have mentioned it to me before, so I just wanted to let you know and try to warn you. That said, I'm sorry if I came off as a threat. There was absolutely not my intention at all. I was simply trying to help you get to know this. From my, put out a positive video if that's what you want to do.
What? That's not even what it said.
It's not?
No, I mean, she just said something completely different at the end that he didn't say.
He said put out a positive video if that's what you want to do. And he actually said maybe a positive video will help change their perspectives about you. In other words, they hate you, but you can try.
Like a dog with a bone, girl, with this legal thing.
No, I don't think James is going to be writing to her after this at all. I'm reading chat for a second.
I'm just imagining James' face when it starts to go bad right here. Like, what? I didn't threaten you.
And it might take him 3 days to hear about this because she is not even in the same world as him. As far as
I said that earlier. I was like, I think girl got off on the wrong parallel universe because none of this is.
I know. I mean, I'm shocked that he DM'd her at all, but it's amazing that at his age and being a man and she hates people or men, it's amazing that he got her so easily to take those videos down. That amazes me. I'm really getting the idea now and the feeling that it really had something to do with her knowing his mom. I don't. I think that.
You don't?
Well, I don't know about that. I think she probably was trying to do that, but I think.
On his side.
Oh, you think he knew? I don't know. My thing is when he said that they were going to go after Jeffrey, who is huge too, and she kind of felt included in that if she'd take down her videos. I think she was seeing dollar signs and stars, in my opinion.
Sure. That's why I think that they were not talking. They were not having the same conversation.
Yeah.
James was, and when she said they can't pin this on me, like, I imagine James like kind of laughing or something. Like, what are you talking about? Like, does that comment seem kind of like out of nowhere to you, or is it just me?
Which comment? Yours?
They can't. No, hers. They can't pin this on me.
Well, no, because he's saying that like you don't want to get sued and get the law involved. So there's a bunch of. He says there's a bunch of channels. She's a little bit paranoid because people always are threatening to sue her. I mean, she has gotten a lot of C&Ds. So
okay.
She didn't want to take the videos down because, I think.
Were they not already down? Say that in the beginning. I already took everything down.
I mean, he came in and said, take this one down and named it, and she said, okay. So,
all right, cool.
Yeah, so if they weren't all down, they got taken down after this. Most of them, she said most of them were already, but she took down specific ones he named.
With any of this, for the same reason I didn't sue Jeffrey, but they are their own people and I can make their own decisions. They have mentioned it to me before, so I just wanted to know and try to warn you. That said, I'm sorry if I came off as a threat. There was absolutely not my intention at all. I was simply trying to help you get to know this. From put out a positive video if that's what you want to do. So that was the exchange that happened. Now, obviously, I was still feeling very uneasy. I put out the tweets and then I put out a video, basically like pivoting my entire belief system about Tati and all the details I'd uncovered about her. And I never once said I didn't like her as a person. My question always was, what financial motive was there for her to do this? Why would she do this to a friend? Even if Jeffrey somehow coerced her into doing this, there was still, in my opinion, a financial motivation.
I have a question. Stop.
Okay.
So he was asking her to take down these videos, and she agreed, but then she makes another video the next day? Is that what she just said? So I put out a video.
Well, the last sentence he said was maybe if you put out a positive video, it'll change their...
Oh, okay. Thank you. It's just going very fast, so I'm trying to...
Yeah.
Connect
for that video. She did see a spike of sales of her vitamins because millions of people ordered and went to her website because there was a link from my sister in her, and I had data analytics that showed that. I even did a video on it. So there was so much question about all of this. At first, I pivoted, and then my subscribers got so angry at me, and they were like, why are you changing your tune about Tati? No, she's not a good person. Like, they were so angry at me. And I'm not saying that James manipulated me by any means, but I am saying... You are saying James manipulated you by all means, like you're proving it. This whole video is James manipulating you. You dumbass. Let me... Hold on a second. I've got to fix my chair because it's hurting my rear end. Put a blanket under my...
That's because you got a bony butt.
You are absolutely right.
I have a bony butt too, and I'm like, oh, man, I could sit in a hard chair all day, forget about it.
It's just ridiculous. Alrighty, I'm back. Let's listen. This is almost over, y'all. Bear with me.
That I have now found out that he did not come to me on his own volition. I've been told.
Okay, there you go.
That James and Tati sent him to me to get him to persuade me to take my videos down about them. And I was told that they are extremely happy that James was able to get those videos removed because they were not through whatever report.
If by any chance that she was told that, if there's any little bit of chance, itsy witsy tiny truth to that, she is so mad that she got played by him. Look at her face. She is mad. I mean, you could see her. She was mad when she was talking. She was mad on her IG talking about it, and she said, I mean, she actually made a statement about that.
And I think she's about to say, this is not even firsthand, he said, she said. Apparently, Tati told the person who told her this information.
Well, that could have just been a lie because.
Well, exactly.
I mean, he could have 100%, because him and Tati made up, went and said, I told that crusty ball lady to take her videos down, and her dumb ass took those videos down. And then if Tati's so untrustworthy or not honest, like she just said, she could have spread around to her friends that I had James Charles. You know, I mean,
exactly.
So
more stuff just because Tati wants some more attention.
Show your source. Like, what are you?
She's being used again. I'll bet you, this whole thing is. She's probably gonna look back and she was used again in this situation. Ugh.
And I don't think that his mom is talking to her anymore, because I'm sure that he has told his mom, do not talk to her crazy tail, because she comes at YouTubers and influencers and tries to take them down. If his mama loves him, she's not going to be talking to this woman at all. You know he's told her. You know he's told her not to talk to her.
That they are extremely happy that James was able to get those videos.
Look, she's mad.
Or not, through whatever recourse. So my question remains, and continues to remain, why would he lie about it? And why would he come to me under the guise of pretending like he cared and he didn't want me to get sued, when in reality,
you knew he didn't care. She knew he didn't care.
Seems as though he were using James to clean up his mess. And Tati Westbrook and James Charles were conspiring together to draw some sort of conclusion about Jeffree Star to pin Dramageddon on him. Now, I don't care what you believe about Dramageddon. I don't know if it was Jeffree, Shane, or Tati. I think all three adults conspired together. I don't believe any 38-year-old woman can be forced to do anything. And I also don't believe that this was
an 18-year-old just forced a 40-year-old woman to take her videos down. So what do you mean?
No, I know. Can she
talk for 5 minutes straight without contradicting herself one time?
Exactly.
Because she just said, I don't believe a 38-year-old woman can be controlled by a blah, blah, blah. You just got controlled at 40 by a 18, 19-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
I mean...
Right.
But how could anything with Katie's subscribers, her channel, or anything make more than a little tiny bird poop of a difference in that whole situation? You know, like, do you agree with me? Like,
you mean like why did they care about her? Maybe James is just petty Betty and just don't like her.
Maybe that, or maybe he did just want.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. Let's be honest. She is. Of all the YouTubers I'm aware of, I mean, there's a few other. There's some other influencers, Aaron Carter, or some people.
Don't call her an influencer.
Some people highly dislike Trisha Paytas. Katie is the most hated YouTuber that I know of.
For real, could you imagine being hated that much? I don't know if I. Yeah.
And I mean, if you gotta think, she is an algorithm. She did around this time. How long had she had 120 subs? That happened with the Micah Stauffer. It happened about the same time as this. So she just had hit all these. She was big for a YouTuber at the time because of the Micah Stauffer stuff.
You know, that's right. And maybe it was just for a blip where they were like, oh,
I mean, she was pumping out video after video after video after video, just dragging them, and they want it to end because they've got a brand that I don't even. The whole Jeffree Star, whatever, they just wanted her to shut up. And she thought they were trying to get her involved to help them, I think. She's like, it's so funny. Yes, I'll take the videos down. What can I do to help you? She said that.
What else can I do for you?
Oh, well. Let's listen.
She's so gullible.
Hey, chat. How are you?
Hey, y'all.
Hey, Chastity.
Hey, girl.
How
you feeling?
I feel good, y'all. I really do.
Good.
Good. I'm happy.
Have you caught all these videos today?
I caught.
Thanks, Crystal.
I didn't catch this video, but I did catch. Sorry, I have to.
Did you catch the IG live?
Yup.
Oh yeah, I never catch those. I just happen to catch.
I don't even follow her, so how she popped up on my stuff, I have no idea.
Well,
I saw it.
Mine actually wasn't. Mine was a YouTuber recorded it and posted it on YouTube. Jane or somebody. I don't know. I saw it. It was just a whim. I actually saw it. And did you see that John Yates was going off a while ago, like before I went live? He was live, mad again.
I saw he was live, yeah, but I could not tell what he was talking about.
You can't because his wife, his husband won't stop cussing in the background. I said, it's like, I understand how my subscribers get frustrated with me and Joey and Dottie now, because I was like, shut up, Cody. People in the chat were saying, shut up, Cody, repeatedly. It was so funny. But he's lovable, it seems. I don't know. I don't know these people.
When I saw her make that live, I was like, oh, she is going to get in there. One, she doesn't know how. She's going to have so many kids, minors. You know how many kids that follow these people, that follow James?
Has something...
Now, you think adults are mean, kids are mean.
What has happened with... Is something happening with their company this week or next week? Is something about to happen? Is it just the Jeffree Star thing, this, like, something with Jeffree? There's a reason she's doing this now. Because she won't claim her source and say who told her this.
So if that's even true, but do you remember, and maybe this came out, but when she was talking about, you know how, like, everybody gets makeup, like, you all buy it from the same place, but you pay more here, and you pay more there.
Sorry.
No, you're okay. She was just talking about paying, like, you're getting robbed because you're getting it's the same product with a different name.
Yeah, is that why she bought that ugly shirt? Is that why she bought the ugly shirt?
In one reason. Like, you can get it at Walmart.
Yeah. Or you could make it probably easy.
Yeah.
You're doing great, Kraft. You're fine. I don't think there's a lot of mean trolls in here. We have a good chat. We don't usually have a lot of trouble unless we're talking straight rock-a-lot stuff. Okay, let's listen.
She had her own means to be angry. She even mentioned in her video that she did a few months ago that the vitamins were sort of the catalyst that got this all started. So she admitted she was angry about the vitamins. She even talked about Jeffree and potential Morphe starting a vitamin line. So there's still some questions about her financial motivation in all of this. So long story short, somehow I was used in their game to clean up the mess.
And she's a victim again.
To clean up Tati's mess so they could put something together to take down Jeffree. Whether you like Jeffree or hate Jeffree, or whether you like James or hate James, or you like Tati or you hate Tati, all of these people, in my opinion, were conspiring against each other. So James gets falsely accused of doing stuff, and then now you have Tati and James coming together to sort of collaborate, and he forgives her so that she will go after Jeffree to take him down. Which then begs me and makes me feel like, was she really coerced, or was this just a way to take the heat off of James finally for the last time? You know what I mean? Like, I still don't understand all of this, but what I don't think is...
I don't understand it, but I'm going to definitely kick out 4 or 5 videos about it before noon tomorrow.
That's right.
I don't need to know. I mean, hey... You know, I'm sorry.
She doesn't understand it, and she's not going to get a clear answer because they are running circles around her ass.
I love it. I mean, I'm so curious. She says, absolutely, well, we'll see. We're absolutely going to find out because this is going to be big, y'all. It's going to be amazing.
Well, yeah, the end result. Mm-hmm.
Like
somebody
all those
said
other
that
stories.
Jeffree just launched a new makeup line or something.
Oh. It's going to be like all those other stories that just die down and we never hear it. Like the kid that died, but he really got adopted out that was all bull. And she made a huge couple videos. I know she made one video and it was going to be a big story. It was I hadn't heard anything about it. And she's like, I can't believe people weren't talking about this. And she really believed that the hospital stole this woman's child, told her it died, and gave it away. And she reported that as fact. Let's listen.
Is okay under any circumstances is a large creator with 20 million people coming to a small creator, a relatively small creator like me, and telling her not to speak about someone, not to share or do a story on someone when this is my job, and also to do it. If I don't do it, I'll get sued. It all felt really ugly. And I feel like James has a platform to do so much better, and I feel like he used me. I feel like he lied to me. I feel like he said he cared when he didn't. I feel like after I now know that he was...
Liz says something really good.
I feel like he cared about me, y'all.
Liz said, not only is she coming for Gen Z, she's coming for the LGBT YouTube. Once they find out how homophobic she is, they're going to destroy her. 300-pound O lineman on 100-pound kicker style.
I think she's jealous of James Charles's makeup. Personally, his brows are on point.
Yeah,
he's so pretty.
But
to
hey,
me.
I remember that story
beautiful.
you were talking about. What happened? That was. I kind of remember her reporting on that story about the kid. It just ended up being complete farce.
It was a woman had a baby.
Yeah, I remember that.
I think she had him at home. It wasn't at the hospital. Something was weird about the birth, and they told her the baby was dead. I think there was. I don't remember the details in my memory,
but
y'all.
Somebody adopted it out or something. But
come to find, they're saying that there are people doing that, like the dad, the baby's daddy, and the family are like protesting, mad at the hospital, and the baby was alive and well and adopted out, illegal adoption, stolen from these parents, and it was not true. And someone asked her about it. It wasn't in the IG Q&A that she put on Twitter. Did someone ask her?
What ended up being the truth, though, of the situation?
She ended up saying it wasn't true. The story was not true. I'm not sure if was the baby really was dead,
was a farce.
Or the whole thing was.
I'll look into it.
Yeah, we'll have to look into that.
Yeah.
Because of course she didn't go into detail about her wrong reporting.
No way.
Yeah.
Just delete everything, then you're good.
Yeah, delete it. It's probably still up. Actually, she probably didn't even delete it.
Oh no, that's gonna be one that is unlisted and goes to her members only. That's where that's gonna go.
Yeah, and in 20 years she'll do a cold case file video.
Yeah.
Re-upload. Whatever happened.
The ghosts came back and told me.
The ghost rooster. Okay, let's listen.
To my channel, or sent to me by the Westbrooks, allegedly. This was not about worrying about me or wanting the best for me. This was about helping the Westbrooks get something removed that they didn't want out there. That was literally public record. All of this is public record. You can still find all of these lawsuits if you want to go search.
Who wants to go search? She literally said in her video last year that she spent 3 days doing research for us.
I'm not saying that her husband or her are bad people. They have made bad choices in the past. Her husband has a history. Everyone has a history. That does not mean that people cannot be better in the future. But money makes people do strange things. And greed can get the best of people. And I don't know.
And
Amen,
she would be prime example.
Yep.
She would.
How would she like it? I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
How would she like it? She always says it was already out there. It's public record. Okay, well, if anybody, any YouTuber went and got her or her husband public records or anybody in her family, she would, I believe, have them shut down or at least try. She would go down trying to have them shut down.
It'd be doxing.
They're still accusing people of doxing her. For like I see it every day, somebody gets accused of doxing her. When she said yesterday, you can't dox her. Everything she says is public. Miss Cassandra said it was an at-home birth. Something happened. They had to call an ambulance. The baby was live. And I don't know why no one went with the baby to the hospital. That makes no sense. But what was the outcome? Was the baby really dead, or did the parents make up the whole they couldn't have made up the whole story because there was like
the baby was taken alone in the ambulance and the mom in another. I see that one.
They told the parents that the baby had died, and they never let them see. I do remember the story, but it was like the last birth that was ever done in this hospital. The maternity ward was being shut down. There was like nobody there, but they had the doctor was like had real suspicious past going on.
Oh yeah, because Katie made it.
Apparently they had sold the baby, and the baby was fine and with an adopted family. That's the story.
That's the story she told, but she recently, like in the last week, answered a question saying that was not true, but she didn't go in detail. So do you see
about what the truth was?
Did the baby really die? And she made, if y'all remember when she reported on this story, it was during the day. It was my day off because I was washing dishes, and that's when I do my dishes. And I remember I was hopping around the kitchen doing dishes, and she was she made it about her. This is where I live, but we would never have a baby in this hospital. It doesn't make sense. My son goes to this hospital. It's the other hospital, the bigger hospital. She made it a whole thing about her. It's not always about you, Katie. But yeah, that's why I remember her stories, like how did she relate herself into the middle of it. Let's listen.
Well, moving forward, what this means for Tati, because she's all but disappeared. She's abandoned, theoretically, her businesses at this point. Who knows if those businesses end up in lawsuits? I don't know. But I'm not okay with being used in a game, and then I'm not okay with him dumping all this information to me and then telling me, but don't say anything.
Who abandoned their businesses? And why did she say that? Does she know that for a fact? Like, Tati's just abandoned? She's abandoned her business? Millions and millions of dollars worth of business? She just fell off.
Speculation.
Yeah. Just because she's not got a huge social media presence right now on YouTube, maybe? Okay.
That's an unfair place to be put in. It's unfair to have someone reach out to you and tell you all this information and then say you can't say anything and then tell you that if you do, you'll sue. That's someone using their platform to intimidate and to threaten.
Wait, what did you say?
That's an unfair place.
No, it's not.
It's literally like secret. What a secret is.
I had to rewind it.
You can't tell somebody something and then tell them they can't tell anyone. How am I going to not tell anybody what people tell me? I have to. Can't help myself. But I do have impulse control now because my ADHD is well medicated. So thank goodness she has good impulse control now.
Yeah, so she can't blame it on that. I did watch her video on that, and I said, so her behavior she can't use as a medical excuse anymore because she says she has that all under control. And what I was going to say earlier when she was talking about it was public files and people have a past. Well, if they have a past, why did you bring Tati's father's past up? If we're allowed to have a past and it's okay, why did you bring her father's past up? Now look,
she had no idea what his past was. She wanted his birth certificate so she could hopefully find some. She heard he was it was something bad. She heard he was like a mobster or something. I can't remember.
Yeah.
She wanted some dirt. Why? Why would you? Because, okay, so let's say I had a family member that was a 30-time felon with a heroin habit. Are you going to look them up and try to drag them because I'm related to have some blood? What? That makes no sense to me. But let's listen. Good night, Crazy Christy.
Money makes people do strange things.
Oh, wait. Crazy Christy sent me a super chat for $9.99. Love you, girl. Thank you. I hope you have a good night.
Bye, Crazy Christy.
And a good day tomorrow.
We're on a roll tonight.
Hey. Leanne, not sure, but was sick, and I think he fell and hurt his head, but... Okay. Back to we're almost done, y'all, with it. Like, 2 minutes. Yay.
Can get the best of people. And I don't know moving forward what this means for Tati because she's all but disappeared. She's abandoned, theoretically, her businesses at this point. Who knows if those businesses end up in lawsuits? I don't know. But I'm not okay with being used in a game, and then I'm not okay with him dumping all this information to me and then telling me, but don't say anything or else you'll get sued. That's an unfair place to be put in. It's unfair to have someone reach out to you and tell you all this information and then say you can't say anything and then tell...
You are a reporter. People for a living are supposedly, for a living, you're supposed to get off the record stories that you can't say anything. That's what you do. It's like a lawyer has to get told stuff and not repeat it. That a lot of people have to do that in their profession. Hospital workers, legal workers.
Was it her that
I guess
said,
not
that
YouTubers.
said Jenelle, which Jenelle told her something off the record, but she's like, but now I'm deciding it's on the record.
Yes.
Do what now?
Lord.
What'd you say?
When she told Janelle's business about her DV.
She said, Jenelle told me this off the record, but now I'm deciding it's on the record.
Because Jenelle went to her YouTube account and said 3 YouTubers you don't believe is Grace Report, LB, and KJ. And it made her mad. So it was a vindictive. That's all it was.
That's some pretty serious actions to take. And
Jenelle was also at Team YouTube and everywhere trying to get, she wanted her shut down. And I think she was going harder at Katie than the rest. I didn't see her.
Completely out of line. That's not something you just do as a reporter. Decide.
Not when Katie was so damn sure that Jenelle was being abused. She was positive. Like, she was 100% on her side until Jenelle deleted her, and then I got blamed for that. I don't know how that happened. I swear to you, I got blamed for that, and I didn't even have a channel then. They said I, as my header account, as my Twitter account, which at the time may have been the original Little Red, hopped in DMs with Jenelle and talked her out of talking to KJ. I did send Jenelle messages, but she talked to Katie anyway. I didn't prevent that. Maybe she just learned the hard way. Like everyone else I've warned, like Olivia Plath, Amber from Teen Mom. Yeah, I emailed them all and told them not to talk to her. And look why. She turned on all of them. Let's listen.
Tell you that if you do, you'll get sued. That's someone using their platform to intimidate and to threaten. And whether he believes that he was doing it out of compassion, I don't believe anymore. Because I know from my sources that James Westbrook was happy that James Charles got me to take down those videos. And he was allegedly sent to me by the Westbrooks.
Did she say I know for a fact he was allegedly? She didn't say that, right?
My sources.
Oh, okay. Okay, now my ears are working.
But don't say anything or else you'll get sued.
I want to hear. I was reading.
Can get the best of people. And I don't know moving forward what this means for Tati. She's all but disappeared. She's abandoned theoretically her businesses at this point. Who knows if those businesses end up in lawsuits? I don't know. But I'm not okay with being used in a game, and then I'm not okay with him dumping all this information to me and then telling me, but don't say anything or else you'll get sued. That's an unfair place to be put in. It's unfair to have someone reach out to you and tell you all this information and then say you can't say anything and then tell you that if you do, you'll get sued. That's someone using their platform to intimidate and to threaten. And whether he believes that he was doing it out of compassion, I don't believe anymore. I know from my sources that James Westbrook was happy that James Charles got me to take down those videos, and he was allegedly sent to me by the Westbrooks.
I know from my sources. God, oh, look at the balls. Look at the balls.
Good pause, girl.
I don't look at her when she's talking. I look at the time on the video so I know when to pause again, and the chat. That's what I try not to look.
Oh, that picture that you posted of those trees in your city is even prettier than the gorgeous piece of art behind her.
Who are you talking to? What?
You, Red.
Trees?
You posted that picture of the red leaves in the fall in your city, right? Didn't you tweet a picture of your city?
No. Someone did. No, that was in a DM.
Was it Joey? Remember Joey showed pictures?
Someone accidentally sent me a pretty picture.
It's really pretty.
Oh, my bad. It was Joey. I apologize.
One of my subscribers sent me a picture, a beautiful picture, and then said, oops, that was for my, I think they said grandpa. And I said, oh. It was gorgeous. It was beautiful. Jenelle even told her that David was abusing her, and she still did that. They could have gotten Jenelle killed. KJ's despair. And people were telling her, like, why are you, like, believing Jenelle? She ain't really leaving him. They were telling her she was being fooled or whatever when this was going on, because she held in the DMs for a while. She talked to Jenelle, her original story, I remember this, was Jenelle said, just, I'll let you tell this after I get away, just not right now. So she waited to tell people that she had talked to Jenelle until after Jenelle got the TRO, or the restraining order. Then she told it, and she said she's fighting for her life, you guys, or however she worded it. And now that she's back in that situation, the same household, the same person, with all those kids there, she's going to release the DMs because she's mad. She's big.
Well, Rick, she's not a true reporter. A true reporter never reveals sources that don't want to be revealed.
Right. And a decent human being doesn't repeat something that's going to get somebody's ass beat, in my opinion.
Right.
Let's listen.
I tried to reach out to you. I tried to clear this up. I'm not okay with this. I hope you do better. Please don't use your platform like this. Please don't intimidate other people. And you know what? Conversely, I'm going to do better myself. And if I've done this to anyone, I'm sorry. But having someone with a platform this large...
Thank you, Katie, for apologizing to me. She just apologized to me. Did she just apologize to me? Does somebody know how to edit in voices?
Did she say but after, though?
No, I don't think she did. But you know why she didn't? Because she didn't address anyone specific.
No.
Oh, that's fine.
Dang
I can edit your name in there, though, girl.
Yeah, do that. I've got to get it on the record. I've got to be able to say
Red, little red, y'all, I'm sorry.
I hope you do better.
Please don't use your platform like this. Please don't intimidate other people. And you know what? Conversely, I'm going to do better myself. And if I've done this to anyone, I'm sorry. But having someone with a platform
she just said but.
as large as he is scares the crap out of me.
Oh, she did say but.
Fans are going to come after me. I still don't hate him. I just wish that he wouldn't have lied to me, and I wish that I wouldn't have been part of their game. They used me as a part of their game. So while
where was the lie?
Can we talk about the other? And
exactly.
I know I always bring myself up on Twitter. I always say, well, "Don't forget about me." What she did to me. She who else thinks the Deep in the Thoughts Twitter or YouTube's gone because of her? That happened right after she got her manager. Who else has she intimidated? Small Kim. Who else has she intimidated? Small Leslie Bass. I don't know. A bunch of people. Hold on a second. My dog just turned on TV.
He loves to roll on that remote. Who three said she didn't say names because she was apologizing to 100 people, maybe more.
We all know actually she was just saying it because so that because she knew. I don't know. It's just like what do you call it? Covering her ass a little bit.
CYA,
right?
cover your ass.
You know what I mean? Like it's not sincere at all. There's no.
No, and I don't think anybody's gonna buy it. Like that's not an apology. I mean,
that's
good try.
I'm back.
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
Right, no one believes her anymore. She has no credibility.
No.
I think Cash is mad tonight. He's being pissy. He has been in the living room the whole time I've been here on the live.
Really, he's angry with you.
He just turned on the living. He just turned on the living room TV. What's going on with
him? He's mad at you.
What? Hey, that happened. I saw that right before we come on. John Yates was, and Cody were fussing. Something's happened, but the chat wouldn't tell me because it was moving fast. So I don't know what happened. Oh, Perry or Sherelle did another video. Probably Perry. One of them did another video talking about him and got them going again. So we heard here yesterday that they had made up, but I guess not. I don't know. I saw in the chat someone said did they apologize to each other, and someone said many times like they were good. I saw that this morning on a video, and then now they're at it again. It's like everybody's feuding, man. It's terrible. Like, can't we just all get along?
Can't we all get along?
It's in the air, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna finish this one up,
and that's not okay. All right, guys, that's all I have.
Peace.
I'm going to go pass out. Bye.
She can't help it.
Then people are giving her crap right away. Why are
She's gonna do it every time. She's already got look. There's another one set up, y'all.
Oh my word!
And here's this one's short, I believe. This is the one she hopped off that stream that we just watched, and let me turn the volume off. And immediately, I got the ads turned off on her. So
I have a memory card, and I realized that it took way longer, and there was a lot of videos that I had to delete off my memory card. So
that shite-eating grin.
Isn't that like a very? If somebody looked at me like that, it's like a condescending look. Like don't.
Oh yeah, I call it the pity face.
Okay. Yeah, we're not sure what happened with Perry and John and Sherelle. But they're mad again. So there'll be more drama tonight.
YouTube beef?
Always.
If you are coming from another video, thank you for joining me. I am honestly just coming on here because I realized after the fact that I had some things that I wasn't very clear about.
That there might have been 100 more views I could have gotten if I'd made it into the different hour time zone.
I just wanted to make sure that I reiterated, and I apologize. I have the window open because I'm warm and it's windy and I have allergies. So
don't wear a sweater if you're warm.
I mean, you can see through it. You see your tank top under it or bra strap.
I wonder if she has the fan going where you can see the flickers on the back wall and people are having seizures from it. Remember that when that happened?
And people were begging her, and she was like, "I'm hot. I'm not turning my fan off. I don't care if y'all have a seizure."
Yeah, I don't care.
Oh, yeah, her ceiling fan or something.
Yes, it was causing that flicker. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I love how she gets a wild hair up her butt about the chimes, about people talking about the chimes. It's coming. It's funny.
Oh.
Alrighty. Are y'all ready? This one is...
We're ready.
Yeah, let me make sure I speed it up. Yep, let's listen. It won't take like 20 minutes the way we're going.
Something that happened to me last June.
Oop.
And
big swallow.
the reason why I did this was not because I want somebody to hate like James Charles or whatever. It had actually nothing to do with that. It was more because, no, it's my allergies.
Yes,
I was more
it is,
gonna
'cause
pass
she
out
wants
because
people-
I said that I just feel like emotionally fatigued. Lindsay, okay. So this is what I was going to come on here and say, and I was doing.
I'm so sick of it already. Like, it's 5 minutes in. Let's go.
Just my normal day yesterday, and I had a phone call come in, and this is why I can't actually share this, but with everything that's happened over the last year, there's been so many times that I have been receiving letters from lawyers or people from connections connected to Tati to get this stuff to come down. But there's been some stuff that's going on behind the scenes. Oh, hold on.
For Cripe's sake.
Sorry. She's such a pro.
She said she's been using a camcorder forever. What happened to her camera? Her handy dandy new camera she bought.
Her new Canon or Nikon, whatever.
The Canon that had the little red light that she had to put her crystal ball over. Did she give up because you could only film for an hour and there was no way to get past? Well, there was a way to get past that, but you had to swap out batteries after an hour.
It's called reading the instruction manual.
No, I mean she would have had to, I believe, swap out batteries. Is what someone said. There might have been a way.
She doesn't have patience.
So was that camera not designed for webcam?
No, and I had two. Joey knew too, but I had a very good friend on Twitter that said before she got that camera, when she was talking about it, she said, "I hope it's not the Canon N95, whatever." The exact one. And she's like, it's not what it's made for. It's going to be too in her face. It's going to bring out every imperfection in her face. The background room is going to not have enough light. She told us everything that was going to be wrong, and that's the camera it was, and that's exactly what was wrong. And I don't think she's using it anymore. Because where's that little red dot? And the crystal ball over her shoulder.
Maybe she fixed it.
No, you can't.
It's been gone.
I think she bought a different camera.
Oh yeah.
Maybe she finally kept her yap shut about it, though. She usually advertises everything. Maybe she actually did it on the DL. Ooh.
Yeah, let's listen.
Why isn't this letting me record? Okay, sorry about that. So I apologize. There's been some stuff that's
there's once with no but. I apologize.
She has disappeared from YouTube, and there's been a lot of things coming out that I can't talk about yet, but you will know about soon. And because of that, I can't reveal how I know that Tati and James Westbrook effectively told James Charles to reach out to me. I just know it because of how I was told and who told me. So
is she gonna tell us, y'all? Do you think? I don't think so. I don't think she's figured out who she's gonna say it is yet.
In the future, I'll be able to share that with you. I just can't right now. Somebody had said to me that, I was outing my sources as though I was breaking a trust with James Charles. I want to be clear that James Charles was never my source, has never been my source, and until that day, I had no relationship with him. So I had never spoken to him.
She shared his private DMs. Is that just a thing that only a few people know about? Or I thought everyone knew that was a thing.
It's pretty much common sense if you have any decency as a human.
I mean, I know it gets done. I've had it done to me a lot of times, and I know that even more than we see, it happens amongst friends sharing other people's. But to publicly share someone's private DMs, she should know better. She does it a lot.
About him, he was not someone that I was given tips from. He hasn't given me any tips since. We have only exchanged a few things.
Oh, he hasn't given me any good tips, so screw him, is what she just said.
Yeah, except for that tweet that he told her to put up.
After Tati put out her video, basically where she blamed everyone, I legit reached out to him and I was just like, you need to be careful. You literally should not be connected to this woman. She completely used you. She's using you to get her narrative fixed. She's using you to clean up her messes. She's using you.
That's what I was talking about.
And I haven't really heard from him since.
Yep.
Now, I can understand why he would do this because he wanted the stuff with Jeffree to end. But at the same time, allowing the Westbrooks to essentially persuade him to reach out to me to clean up their messes is the problem I have. So my issue will continue to be with the Westbrooks. I don't think that James is a bad person, but I also don't think that it's good for anyone to be, I don't think he needed to
connect to her to bring down Jeffrey. You know what I mean? Like, she just
she just went, all he did was go tell her to please take down her videos and stop talking about him and his friends because she's a thorn in their side. That's all he did. And she just said he went to her to clean up their messes.
This is the problem, and one of the reasons why people potentially think that, you know, she's misusing certain things, because her brain has told her that something was said and is going on that we can all see did not happen and was not said, and saying, I don't understand this. Why would this person do this? Well, they didn't. She's complicating the situation and twisting it and saying she doesn't understand it. She's creating this chaos where there is none.
Yeah, and of course she's going to rise herself up to be bigger than she got manipulated by a teenager into removing videos, monetized videos from her channel and putting up a tweet she did not get behind and really stand behind and believe. An 18-year-old made her do this, and she's trying to make it seem like they're, I mean, y'all just heard her. It's just pure damn silly.
Wanted someone to blame. And I think he would have been fine had he had nobody to talk to about this. You know, like, had he not collaborated with her and planned this and done this. So that was my first thing. The second thing was that this has been sort of a pattern.
Read the chat.
No. So someone said you were his mother's friend. Is that why he was reaching out to you? No. And I was not, like, friends per se. Like, we communicate here and there. I haven't actually.
She finally said it.
That's not even what the person wrote in the chat. That's not what they said.
Imagine that. What'd they say?
They said, and I have it on mine, on my screen record.
Are you leaving, chat? Thank you.
No, I had just typed that up in case my phone starts dying, and I accidentally pressed in when you said read
Where is your charger? Plug it into your laptop or something. Like,
it's I have an S9. Yes, it's old. I didn't know that the back was glass, so I had my case on there, and I'm like, okay, a little crack on the front, no biggie, but it kept going dead, and I finally took the case off, and it's just shattered, so it's not like holding my battery together.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll give me about 3 months, and hubby will buy me a new one.
Hey, if you've had it a while, a lot of them companies will do a free upgrade. They don't advertise it. You just have to go in.
Yeah, we'll probably do something like that.
Why do you ask about coffee? I do drink Starbucks, and if as far as at home, I don't know. I like Maxwell House. I like Dunkin' Donuts. You know, for at home. I have a creamer with a little bit of coffee. That's how I do my coffee. I like it super light and sweet. I use liquid.
Girl, me
crema.
too.
Or I do
candy bar.
Or I do the frappe. What's it called? The caramel ribbon crunch from Starbucks. It's yum.
Yeah, I found it. It was Sue. It was Sue M. You claimed to be James Charles' mother's friend in comments below the last video. If that is true, why wouldn't he be reaching out to warn you? Come on, this is reaching. Yeah, Sue.
And she said what she said. Okay, you claimed to be. Let's see what she.
Sort of a pattern. No. So someone said you were his mother's friend. Is that why he was reaching out to you? No. And I was not, like, friends.
Well, that's almost the same thing.
No, not really, like, because she actually does. How come it can't?
I was totally joking.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. Carry on.
Hold on, let me read. And I say this in a nice way. Let's listen.
They're not super, like, she lives in New York and he lives in California, and it's not like they're not together all the time. He's an adult, so she doesn't know a lot about the drama that happens in his life. She doesn't know everything that's going on with him. So no, she cannot control what he does or what he says. I don't think it was at all directed by his mom at all, because I actually spoke to her like that same day or a day few later, and I said, James reached out to me, and she was like, well, what did he say? Like, she had no idea.
So she tricked the lady into talking to her by saying, I talked to James today. That woman probably thought they knew each other. She's like, what, dear?
Right.
I mean, how old is this woman? She could be an old lady. Who knows? She could have a mind like me who can't remember nothing, and I would be, oh, there's my kid's friend. Let me talk to this sweet girl.
And I told her what he said, and I told her the angle that he was going, and she felt like he was getting manipulated by Tati. So I don't think she had anything to do with it. He was honestly responding to me because of a tweet I made about...
Did she just say she went and told his mama on him? She did.
She said that before in a different video.
She just said she went and told his mama that he was getting manipulated by his friends. Like, I was his friend first. They're not good friends.
I mean, it really, I don't know. I'm just thinking that's all that this came from.
She was not friends with his mom, who she hopped in her DM and tricked the lady into talking to her.
And then probably ended up, I mean, come on. If that was my kid, they would probably like hack into my account and they wouldn't be talking to me. They would be talking to my kid. Like, at some point, I bet you she was talking to James and not the mom.
Well, I bet if his mom and him have a good, any kind of decent relationship, they ain't talking now. Him,
right?
Katie,
I don't know.
His mom and Katie. Yeah. I mean, because if my son came to me and said, "This woman is messaging you is trying to destroy my career or hurt my friend's career," enough said, son. I won't talk to her anymore at all. It wouldn't be a conversation. So let's listen.
Tati. It was like so fast. It was very fast. I don't think he's returning any favors for Tati because I was specifically told yesterday that James Westbrook told this person that James Charles got me to remove the videos about him.
Okay, well,
I thought it was Tati.
Now, she just said, rewind. One beep. I've been going too far back. I'm not going to do that this time.
That James Charles got me to remove the videos about him.
So, who's... 1, 2, 3. I'm going to have to go further.
Fast.
Okay, here we go.
I don't think he's returning any favors for Tati because I was specifically told yesterday that James Westbrook told this person that James Charles got me to remove the videos about him.
I did think she said Tati a while ago, didn't she?
Pretty sure.
In the last video?
Yeah.
Make up your mind. Why are you
Who
lying?
Who in the world could this person be?
Why you keep lying, girl? There ain't nobody told her nothing.
Why you always lying?
When you can't keep it straight, it's real easy to keep the truth straight because you don't got to remember what you lied about.
She logged into a sock account and emailed herself. Joking, in my opinion.
But it was a phone call. She probably used a voice changer and called herself.
Did she say it was a call? Because someone said that last time I made a joke about it.
Yeah, it was a phone call. That's why
ain't nobody called her.
Because it was a phone call.
Ain't nobody called her.
Oh, seriously. She used to talk about how her sources called her up all the time.
Oh, can we say that they're off topic for just a second? And I saw it in the chat of the video I'm fixing to talk about. Sherelle, and when all that stuff happened, I was trying to catch up, y'all, because I made some people mad talking about it without watching videos. When Sherelle did a video and Perry and everything come out, she was trying to do a live. Her son was there. She was crying. She kept answering the phone and saying it was 90 Day Fiancé stars calling her during the live. And people in the chat are like, you know that ain't real. It was funny. People were like saying, come on now. Because she kept answering the phone during her live.
Oh, goodness.
Okay, let's listen.
So why would James Charles be wanting to remove videos about Tati that literally have nothing to do with him? They don't, right? It doesn't make sense. So I said, did James send them to James here? And they basically said, yes. So this isn't the first time they've done stuff like this. They have tried to scrub things off the internet a lot.
Weren't all of the videos also about him? And I mean, a lot of them, because they were beefing.
Yeah, I mean, even it has to anything that had to do with the whole situation by osmosis had to do with him. I mean, it's a ridiculous thing to say.
Question for chat: do you all see why she has no friends? She can't be a real friend or have one. Right. That's why someone below you in the chat said earlier she answered a question in a chat that her and James Charles' mom had a relationship, past tense. She messes them all up. Let's listen.
Yeah. Oh.
Sorry. What were you supposed to say?
No, I was just gonna say she can't even accept that somebody like James Charles could actually just be completely in there just to give her a little heads up and, hey, you may want to do this, take it or leave it. Just
I mean, I think he had a reason for it. He wanted her to shut up. But
but I mean,
him and Tati probably conspired in it or they could have very well because they're friends. But someone in the chat said that they don't believe for a second she talked to his mom. I do, and I'll tell you why. She showed the DMs were from him. She blocked out where he said it was just my blank, but it very well could have been the mom. But I think when all that stuff went down and Tati accused him of trying to make a straight boy not straight, he went and got that boy to tell his story on a YouTube video, and he told his side too. Like, he has no trouble speaking it. So if she lied and said that she had talked to his mom, I think he would have been all up on YouTube saying she is a liar. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong.
No, I think you're right. And also, this whole idea that James was told or made to do something, maybe they did ask him, who knows? But in my opinion, from what I've seen, that boy doesn't do anything he doesn't want to do.
No. Where would I see if she tagged someone in this video? Someone asked, did she tag somebody in this video? I don't see it.
Her descript. Hold on.
I mean,
How can you get her descript?
I'm scrolling.
Show more. Above the t-shirts, hit show more.
Where's the t-shirts? Oh, there you go.
And something else. Okay, when she did that color pop thing, you know, when she wanted to claim that these youngsters came up with the stuff that we wore, I was forced to wear in the 90s. But, you know, that, was it or was it not James Charles at first? Well, it was it was a girl who came up with it, according to Katie, but then James Charles supposedly stole the idea, and that pissed her off, so she went and purchased that color pop shirt to support the girl because James was stealing the idea.
Yes, I think it was him. That was the story. I'm thinking it was him.
So that was just like a week or two ago. So something was already brewing, because if they were like, you know, on one accord, she wouldn't have did that. Because so that was kind of like, I'm gonna bite you, dude.
Yeah, she cannot just report the stories. She has to be part of the story. Like, absolutely. Like, she had to go out and buy a shirt. Really? Mm-hmm. Get out of here.
In fact, they have, I believe, hired a company to remove them from background searches, which makes it even harder for you guys to find, like, for anyone to find information out about them. And I don't know why. All I can say is that they might want a level of privacy, but there's also a lot of things littered in that background that you might not necessarily, and this is my opinion, I'm not saying this is fact, that maybe you don't want your business partners to find out, or you don't want people to find.
Oh my God.
So what?
Oh, so.
This is my opinion. I'm making claims, y'all. My gosh.
She is speculating and putting ideas in all her.
Yeah, and she can say, in my opinion, all she wants, but she's making claims to, and y'all know these people in her chats that support her with a fierceness, believe everything that comes out of her mouth. Even her opinions are like the word, and she knows what she's doing.
And they thank her for it.
About you, okay? And
Night, Crystal.
They have business partners.
Thank you for being here. I hope you have a good day tomorrow.
Night, Crystal.
You are hearing wind chimes because my window is open. So wind chimes.
Oh, what'd you just say?
Wind chimes.
It's winter time?
No, wind chimes. Someone just mentioned those
too.
Someone just, innocently was like, "What's that music I hear?" And you know how the chat kind of like, sometimes it's not on exactly what is being said, you know.
Right, there's a delay.
Yeah, so she trips out in a minute. It's so funny.
Oh, I can't wait.
I think I missed this part when I was watching.
It's like windy out and there's wind chimes. It's just wind chimes. It's actually not music. Anyways, it's just wind chimes.
So if it was slower, you'd see she's literally like, "You guys, lay off it. It's just wind chimes. It's not music."
You're gonna give me an accidental copyright claim.
Like,
right, leave it alone. Let's move on.
Stay on topic, you guys.
Right.
We are not talking about wind chimes.
I love y'all.
So anyways, I don't blame necessarily James Charles. I am frustrated that after I found out that James Westbrook sent James Charles to me, that's when I got really mad. Because I was like, I believed at the time, trying to help clean something up, believing that I had gotten something wrong. Because I don't want to get a story wrong. And that's why I asked him repeatedly, like, if I got this wrong.
That's not true. That's not true. She did not believe when she put up that tweet that James Charles told her to put up. She still went behind it. She still didn't believe it. She was still questionable. But she thought they were trying to bring, this is my opinion, and I think she pretty much confirmed it in the last video. She thought they were bringing her into their little plan because she wanted to start tweeting and doing good videos about Tati. And he was like, no, just don't do anything, please. Like, just don't. Just stop. And she wanted to be there in the middle of it. My opinion.
Please tell me what I got wrong. Please tell me what to clean up. And he was just very adamant that I not say their name ever again, to which made no sense to me. Like, you cannot tell someone never to say somebody else's name. It's
not what he said.
And
right.
So, yeah. I don't necessarily understand. And I didn't ask for this to happen. That was another thing that I wanted to be clear. Like, I was not trying to be in the middle of this. I had no idea. But when I got the phone call,
she loves being in the middle of it. Who's she fooling?
This is the part that I heard, and I was like, oh, I wish I had my notepad.
Do something because I'm mad. Like, I don't like being used, and I'm not outing James by doing it. I mean, maybe I am, but he wasn't my source. He's never been my source.
I'm not outing him, but I did just share his whole ass public DM.
I'm not. Maybe I am.
Yeah, maybe I am. I am. I'm not, but I am.
And he would never be my source because I don't really cover James. I only covered this specific drama. But what concerns me is this pattern of behavior by the Westbrooks to really try to.
I can't.
I know, girl. I know.
To take down anything. Like, she doesn't want anyone to talk about her. She wants, she probably wants people.
Katie doesn't want anyone to talk about her. But if you do, you're a fan. Let's listen to our leader.
Hi, and Ethan, and everyone to stop breathing her name. I mean, imagine just having someone say she doesn't want you to breathe her name.
Who said that?
See, this is what I'm talking about.
She's reading that. No one's. She has not showed a DM that he wrote that said don't say anyone's name. He even said if you maybe doing a video.
He said do what you want.
Do what you want. But take my advice. It's not going to end well for you, in my opinion. I think it's what he was trying to say to her. Just shut up. But he didn't say don't say anyone's name ever again. Good night, Sherry. I hope you have a good sleep.
Oh, night, Sherry.
Good night, Sherry.
She doesn't, Ronan. Never, ever. Let's listen.
So I just want to kind of show you, like, the extensiveness of the research I did so that you understand, like, I was not coming up with this out of the blue. I have an entire folder that I developed while I was doing research on the Westbrooks because I was truly trying to understand from a
if she's fixing to show everything I seen months back, I ain't showing it because she showed that woman's full name, birthday, address, like documents of where she sold houses and stuff. She doxed the crap out of this person. In a video, just show. She did it to Jeffree Star too. Like from him selling his house, it had the address of the house. He was still living in the house. He hadn't sold it, I don't think.
Very non-biased perspective. What was in their background? So as I was doing stuff, I uncovered so many different lawsuits.
Oh, it just says his name that everybody knows.
Lawsuit after
Look
lawsuit,
at all those files.
All these different various arrests from the past, responses to lawsuits, reputation scores, orders from the court.
Look at the times, the screenshot times. 8:05, like every few minutes until 9:30, and then 11:07 until all day. How far down does it go? She's a busybody.
There were all these different judgments that both of them had. It was wild. I was like, what is this?
That's her folder on Tati.
But see, what are we really seeing though? Is she flipping screens? Because all these on the left are screenshots. You see those that says screenshots. This on the screen that's not 100 things. That looks like one document right here. These screenshots don't necessarily mean they're all what she's saying is on the screen right now.
Right. It says she created, I guess this one, Sunday, June 2nd, modified it, same time, last opened it June 2nd, and that's all I can see. Yeah. So she's had this since June.
Yeah, which is when he did. What was the date?
No, that was a year before these DMs.
So what was the DM that she got from James Charles. You said that was June of 2020?
June of this year. Yeah. June.
This is 2019, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's listen.
Do they have... Why isn't this going down? Oh, I'm sorry. That's the wrong one. Okay. So there was just so much stuff in there. Like, there was the lawsuit with the sister. There was this lawsuit. There was this lawsuit. There was a response to a lawsuit. There were judgments. There was just a lot of...
I mean, I don't feel like I'm going to throw up.
I mean, she had them too. And I'm not saying that every single person has every single person that has financial hardships is a bad person. It just seemed like there was sort of this pattern of behavior of, James, her husband, kind of getting into messes and then not paying back his debts and bankruptcies and, different things that happened in his past, partners that were suing him. So
I don't think that, I mean, she says it because it has some shock factor or shock value to hear it, but it is so not uncommon for a millionaire to have lawsuits or bankruptcies. How many bankruptcies has our president had in the past? It's more than one. It might be frowned upon, but it's not like a felon. It's not like he's a criminal if he got a financial...
She's going to have one. She's going to file bankruptcy before it's all said and done. If you ask me, I mean, come on. If she's got to file taxes this year, she's in a whole different ballgame.
Yeah, I sure hope she's filing quarterly taxes, because otherwise she got a lot of money to pay up at one time.
Right, bless her CPA's heart.
Ambulance girl said KJ has a whole bunch of intelligent women doing the very definition of crazy. We keep watching her and expecting her to act human, but she can't. And you're right.
When looking at that, yeah, my screen was flashing. I apologize. Let me close this now.
Getting cold there.
So when I spoke to people that knew him, it was basically like, well, he's the kind of guy that can convince you of anything, and he can tell you, sort of this from that. But I think the most revealing thing for me, and it was the lawsuit with his family that I think might have been the trigger for them, because he was living in Maui with his mom, and he somehow gets her to sign off on the deed to the property.
Oh, it's probably been 30 seconds. I need to stop. I mean, who cares? Why? Who cares about this?
No, that's what I was gonna say.
Who cares? Who cares? What the hell? So she thinks there's some big, huge conspiracy to hide this from the world. I don't.
Yeah.
And to hide.
Who was even looking at it until now?
And wait, and in order to hide it from the world, that must mean shut up, Katie Joy, because she's got that much pull and reach. No, it's not how this works.
While she's ill. And then she ends up passing away, and then he takes that deed to the recorder and gets it
recorded,
live. And then he's the sole owner, so that his sisters are completely cut out. But then his sisters find out that he had taken a bunch of reverse mortgages out, so he effectively took out all of the equity out of the properties, and then he also took this loan out against his friend and told what to do and how to do things, and I'm not going to be in a position where I am forced to do something because someone's going to try to financially ruin me. And also trying to just be transparent, which I've always been on this platform. And
transparent? What? That's a lie.
Transparent as a piece of concrete.
Right?
Right?
She makes a better door than a window.
If she could find it, anybody could find it.
Part of this. James inserted himself into this, making this like this, and then somebody else tells me that
sounds
this is
familiar.
what they're doing. And it's unconscionable to me that after all of this time, they are still knocking at my door about public records that every...
Did she say something? They're knocking at her door?
That was a metaphor, right? Like, she's not for real.
Yeah, I assume.
I mean, what did they call on her phone that they found on my Twitter where I doxed her? Are they in her DMs on Twitter? And I was joking, I didn't dox her. Let's listen.
Everyone has a right to know about, and they have businesses. So if you are in a business with them, you have a right to know about their background, right? And I don't know why they're so secretive. Maybe they don't want business partners to know. Maybe they want people...
See, that's why when I hear that she's doing an interview with a reality TV star, I feel like that's a partnership and they need to know. So I hop in their DMs and say, hey, sis, did you know?
You help your coworkers.
So don't hate. I'm being transparent and I'm giving them what you just said. Right. People have a right to know.
Yeah, give them the heads up.
I think the businesses can find out what they need to know just fine without you.
I mean, Jesus Louises is James and Tati Westbrook. I think they can, whatever businesses they're doing dealings with, have plenty of resources to do better research than her.
Exactly.
And they will when it's their millions and millions of dollars on the line. She's being
he does nothing to,
nosy
Nancy.
Nancy.
Told Ethan and Gila to screw it. Like, doesn't matter. You guys, I had no idea. I didn't know. And yet Ethan and Gila can literally show evidence that he's around people in the exact same clothing that in their merch before he launches his merch. He just does stuff.
Wait, what?
Oh,
she's
Lord.
all over the place. Like,
yeah, I was gonna say something about that. Did I interrupt you, Red? I'm sorry, my phone is.
No, you did not. No, you didn't.
Okay. My personal experience with two people in my life that I've had the opportunity to observe very closely and for a long time, who did not have ADHD and yet were medicating themselves for ADHD, did not show signs beforehand, but when they started taking the medication, suddenly started to show behavior of someone with ADHD, which is my observation. And what a video earlier on Twitter, that video she did a couple days ago, talking all about her ADHD and her medication for all of us to know. Just saying, when you take a medication, sometimes when someone takes a medication that is not properly prescribed for them or not for them, the person sometimes will start to actually show the behavior, the symptoms. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Okay.
Right, I was getting ready to say either her dose is too high right now or too low, because, she's a little manic.
Or too wrong.
Yeah.
So she said, or too wrong. She said that let's say if I take it at 7 in the morning and it wears off at 7 in the evening, well, the adults that I know, they usually have something a little lower that they take after, their first dose to get them through work, to keep them evened out, excuse me, where they're not doing a lot of things that we see other people doing on YouTube. So, so like, what's your excuse for doing that? I don't know.
Yes, name edited. She inserted herself in Toddy drama last year, and James hopped in her DMs to tell her to delete videos and get out of just quit talking about it. And I guess it's been a slow week, and she's decided to be their victim now. Well, she's their victim, but in one part of the video, she says they came to her to help so she could, how did she say it? Work out their mess or straighten out they wanted her on their team, but they victimized her. So she's everywhere, all over the place. Scrambled eggs.
That Amber chick says, the medication mellows me out unless I accidentally take it twice. Only happened once. It seems like she either doesn't have ADHD or is over-medicated. In my opinion, having ADHD and proper medication.
Yeah, I don't know. Her symptoms for it are not the same as my symptoms. So I don't know. I know what the medication does, what the stimulant medication does to me, and I can't take it. So I'm gonna try some non-stimulant they have now, some Strattera or something if I need it again. But I can't take the upper at all. But it's been years since I took it. But it was either what I took was 3 times a day, and I never took the 3rd dose because I couldn't. I would not have been able to sleep at night. And then they gave me the option of the extended release, which I think would last someone all day if they worked a regular whatever. I don't know about 12 hours. I don't know how long it works. I never took that. But she's pulling long, hard days, so I don't know. All right, let's listen.
Like this constantly. I'm not the first person that has felt manipulated by him on this platform. And I realize that it can happen.
Speaking for other people.
Anywhere, and I feel like anyone on this platform can do this stuff, but there are plenty of large creators that I've interacted with that have not acted like this. So my point in doing this was more like, they're all messy. I almost feel it's cutthroat, the beauty business. And I'm not here to say, like, you need to cancel James Charles. Like, no, that's not what I'm trying to say at all. Like, you don't need to cancel James Charles. But there is a part of me that feels like because he's gotten so big, because...
She said you don't, I'm not saying it, but there is a part of me. She just said don't, but yeah, do.
Really literally has no accountability. There is a little bit of truth to some of the complaints that some of the people have on this platform.
She dares talk about accountability.
Fresh designs is terrible.
For real. She's the messiest of them all.
I mean, you guys know where to find her channel.
I can hit. What's that? Is that my... I can hear it coming back through my speaker. And I got it paused. All right, let's listen.
He owns the color block scheme, but Gila and Teddy Fresh made it popular again, which is why there's so much fashion knockoffs of it. And, you know, like, instead of, like, constantly doing money grab after money grab after money grab, he spends his time...
I won.
Hey, can somebody mute?
I think it's chat, maybe? Chat?
Correct, Pamela Beer, you are correct. Grace report, according to Emerald, Grace called it a mockumentary.
Is she not there?
Chat!
I can mute her. It's okay. She might have stepped away for a second.
Okay, cool.
Poor gaslighted Marissa.
She can unmute herself. Oh, yeah, that was better. Let's listen.
Online, yelling at people who are putting out beauty lines because they don't know beauty like he does, or they're not passionate about makeup. He has become some sort of gatekeeper for makeup, which I find actually a little bit offensive, because there's no gatekeepers for makeup. Nobody should feel like they can't put out a brand because James Charles says so. You know, I understand.
Has he ever made that claim? Has he ever said that? He has friends.
But
he has friends that are makeupers.
To old news here again with the Alicia Keys thing, right?
I didn't know who James Charles was 6 months ago. I'll be honest. No idea.
Right. But he and was it Manny? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Were kind of throwing shade that I think. I don't know, was it one of the D'Amelio girls? I don't know, but definitely Alicia Keys, that these girls that say they don't care about makeup and that don't even wear makeup are coming out with beauty lines. And they were saying they didn't think that people who, you know, that celebrities are just doing it to get some more clout or whatever the heck. And then somebody said something, and then they apologized, or at least kind of apologized and said, I realize I'm not the gatekeeper for the beauty community. I apologize. That was wrong. Alicia's beautiful, and she's coming out with a skincare line, not a makeup line. I was wrong.
Can I ask?
So
can I ask?
Literally, yeah, go ahead.
Sorry,
No, you're good.
I'll let you finish. But it just occurred to me, why did she do the second video? Because is she saying really anything different? I don't understand why we're having to watch her again for 40 minutes. I love y'all.
No, girl, no.
I mean, it's just
ridiculous.
She's talking in circles and repeating herself, and she just thought of some new examples of trying to make her last video not sound so dumb. But we all heard the last video.
I imagine, and I think, and I'm not completely sure, so forgive me. But I saw a lot of people immediately being like, saying like, I don't understand what you meant. You said this, and then you said the opposite. What's up with this? Were you his mom's friend? Blah, blah, like just pointing out all the things that she talked crazy about. And so she came on possibly for that reason to be like, I can't answer all these questions. I'm just going to go on live and start nipping these in the bud, because she was, you know what I'm saying?
Right. I'm not feeling spunky enough to stream her live stream 2 days after she gets her manager, Kier.
Right.
I either haven't had enough wine
to share if you want.
I either haven't had enough wine, I need a beer, or I ain't that snarky tonight.
Yeah,
You nail it.
she, yeah, it's a scary time to be a YouTuber, as we all know, so.
I mean, they're fixing to start taking down videos with Karen in the title.
Right.
Did y'all see that? What the hell?
Yep.
She's trying to be the victim because she couldn't be involved in the takedown of Jeffree Star. I can't stand her. Yeah, you want to do some memes? I'm sorry. We got you.
No, I mean, if you're sick of watching her, I mean, I know
Are y'all sick of...
Let's take a break.
I'm just sick of hearing her. We may can come back to it, but Jesus Louise. I did want to... shared that link a few times. I don't know if she's still in here, but I want y'all to go watch True. Where'd she go? Let me see. True Ball of Wax. Because her videos, I'm telling you, there's got to be a way that the people who wrote those actual articles, they need to know that their work is being copied. In my opinion. Okay. I'll stop sharing.
All right, well, I was sent some of these reface memes by Cole Shining. He hooked me up, but for some reason I can't save them out of my Twitter DMs. So I just want to make sure with Cole it's okay if I show them from our DMs. It's not showing anything else. Just want to make sure that's okay before I do it.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to, there's nothing really to put on blast, so there's nothing to worry about. But Cole made some really interesting one with the other characters, so I think we're going to like them. Let me go ahead and share my screen. He made ones of Steve and Little Red and KJ and Kyle, even Leslie Bass.
Ka.
I know, I can't help it. I always say it that way. I watched way too much South Park in my day. So I have a friend I shoot darts with. His name's Kyle. I do yell that across, but I'm like, Kyle, it's your turn. So here's the first one. Look how good you look, Little Red.
Ooh.
You always turn out fantastic in these memes.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much action. And we agree. She's a freaking psycho. Agreed. It's Trudeau. Yep. We know. And look, Steve. We already have all the evidence. Yes, Steve. There's Steve without his long hair. He probably look really good with a haircut. What do you think, Lil Red? Maybe she stepped away for a second.
Well, I mean...
No, sorry, I'm here. I had muted. I was coughing. I said, that's crazy. I didn't realize that was Steve.
Yeah, evidence. Yeah, Steve, I mean, he looks clean cut. Wow, he looks pretty good, I think.
Thank you, Tammy. Oh, sorry.
You don't have any proof. He's saying that to Unirock, because Unirock is... Whew, he's a treat. For some reason, these wouldn't save. We have these already. Now, here comes his KJ ones. I'll block you. This one's perfect. Because we all know she's the queen of block. And she thinks she's always right. I'm always right, so I know.
She looks way better in her memes, in my opinion, also.
Yes.
Yes.
If anyone, well, this is Stassi from Vanderpump Rules, so.
Yeah, but.
And Stassi's a little Miss Know-It-All, too.
Oh, yeah. I gotta catch up on that show.
Yeah.
I hope it comes back just so I can laugh at Jax.
It's gonna suck because everybody's gonna be gone. No, that might not because they can make that one work. But you know what's gonna suck when it comes
They're
back?
all pregnant.
Southern Charm is going to suck because everyone left. Like
I never really got into that one.
Oh, I loved it, but everyone got fired or quit.
You wish.
KJ wishes she was making it rain. Please. Girl, you know you just got some dollar bills in your hand.
Look at that face. They're facing a doctor.
I love.
That's what she's gonna give to her plastic surgeon.
The little girl. Oh Lord, that glass of wine.
She's only gonna have one glass of wine, y'all.
But the little girl, it wasn't me. That. Oh my word. That a couple. Oh.
How she never takes any blame.
I'm gonna take a break. Be back.
Okay. Well, this looks like it's straight out of Mean Girls, but yeah, I would say KJ's a Mean Girl, slamming Kyle into the Kyle Curtis into the lockers. Yeah, you know it. Boom.
I really just don't. She might have gave off that impression, like, don't approach me, but she wasn't slamming a thing.
No, I think she was probably a wallflower in high school, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
She was never like this either, shoe bitches, please. I did this one right. Kyle in jail. We know that's coming for anyone who's following non sequitur. He's on his way there.
Like working with Tati.
We know that, you know, we're not going to say the word, but that's KJ. Because apparently the K word is now forbidden. Ooh.
I'm going to drop the link to True Ball of Wax's new YouTube channel in the chat. Y'all go sub. Watch your videos and you're going to want to sub. Trust me.
Is Leslie a victim too?
Yes.
Why me? Why me? But she's such a good girl.
Yeah.
She puts on that persona, right? The sweet Southern belle. I mean, I've never had a problem with KJ. With Leslie Bass, but I know there are tons of problems. So these are the ones I made. Thanks, Cole, for sending those to me. They were really awesome.
Yeah, I like those.
So here's KJ playing with her hair yet again, if she had that much hair. Yeah, she's the hair player, all right. Twirl it, girl.
It looks like something she would wear.
Twirl the hairs. I like this one just because it's a kid. Yeah, you messed with that hair, girl. That's what she's really trying to do. Yeah.
Get it off my face. Just get it off my face.
I love that one. Here we are, Little Red. Me and you telling KJ not to play the victim.
That looks just like
play
me as a younger person. Except
me and you.
I mean,
y'all in high school for real.
I mean, there's differences. The nose is different than the teeth, but I see me there a little bit.
I see you there. I see my big honker nose every time I make one of me.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
I'm not bitter. Sure. KJ is bitter. Without the R. Bitter. Oh, here we go. It's you, Little Red. Oh, there she goes, playing the victim again. And you're twinsies. Except the one on the right has some wonky ass eyes going on, but yeah. I like the one on the left.
I don't know that.
You're all in that leather, like a biker chick or
Is that good girl, bad girl right there?
Bad girl.
Hey, Sandy, Sunday, and Cole Shining, and Jamie Cushard.
Attention! I am a victim.
Yo, I so ordered one of those and
a bullhorn.
Yeah. Yes.
Are you gonna yell at your kids with it?
That too. So
for football?
No. So I will show y'all as soon as I do it, because when I say stuff like, "Oh, this is gonna be a great idea," then somebody else does it, and I'm like, "See, I told you I should have done it." No, just maybe people who are real close to me that are in vehicles. Also, get your hands out of your nose, man.
Let's be bad moms, Little Red.
You did not put my face on Mia. What's her name? Mila. Her body.
She's
did
pretty.
You? Yeah.
Meanwhile, look at the last frame in my face. Holy fuck! What happened to it? Sliding off. Oh, she's the cool mom. Remember? I'm the cool mom.
Nice.
Mean Girls. What's the cool jams? Do you guys need anything? Some snacks? A condom? Let me know.
What's that from? The
from Mean Girls.
Oh, okay. Okay. Ambulance Girl, you named your daughter Karen. Seriously? You just lost some cool points.
That was before 2020.
Yeah, I'm joking because I was reading. She said, "My daughter's middle name is Karen. I'm starting to feel offended."
Aww.
We love you.
Yeah, KJ always says she's a boy mom.
That's a really pretty picture of her.
And there's my last Mean Girl one. I'm a cool mom. No, you're not, KJ. Sorry.
What was that?
Just a notification from a Discord came over. Sorry.
We love you.
Try to swipe them off as fast as I can.
Mm-hmm.
So this is KJ when she's old. How's that? I'm cool.
Yep. Put your hater, what they call them,
Your
hater blockers.
Your
Yeah.
hater blockers. Put her on, little honey boo boo.
What's that, honey boo boo?
Honey boo boo. I mean, I'm already pretty cool.
Oh, she would hate that. Yeah.
I couldn't help. Look at her. Well, I'm not gonna say it, but
I see.
tell me I'm beautiful. Do you remember that show, this movie where he was, where it was the girl from Mean Girls, and they switched bodies because they changed earrings or something? The hot chick. That's the name of the movie.
No, the hot chicks I saw was like Damon Wayans dressed like a girl or something.
Oh, well, this is the hot chick with Rob Schneider.
Oh, okay. Sorry. That was close.
Same. Yeah.
It had one of the words in it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
All right, so here's Kyle and Uni. I'm what's known as man pretty.
Yeah, Kyle ain't no
Kyle on the
Ashton
left.
Kutcher. That's for sure.
Am I pretty, guys? That's how she
Not
applies
in
her
that
makeup.
picture.
I feel like that's how she applies her makeup.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I feel like this is me, Lorette. Challenge accepted. Who we getting today? Look how cute. Look with short hair even.
Mm-hmm.
You could pull off blonde.
I've been blonde. I was blonde when I graduated. I've been blonde a bunch of times.
Me.
And now here you are as a redhead. Literally, trust no one.
That's me.
That's
Thanks.
Cara Maria from the challenge.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I did a whole bunch of challenge memes. Unirock. It's a little true. Well, not for him usually. Usually it's not true at all, but that's Wes from the challenge again.
I hadn't.
I'm about to shat my pants.
It's just kind of difficult for me to keep up with DMs sometimes. I try to check, but
good old Uni. I just have to stick me on one. I'm the type of person that you want to piss off, or I'm not the type of person you want to piss off. Yeah, I'm really like that in real life too. I'm the sweetest girl you'll ever meet until you make me super angry. Then forget about it.
I'm gonna send you another one, Dottie, that Catherine sent me, and I gotta step.
Okay.
I step away for just a second.
Kyle says I'm very interested in Disney princesses.
Gross.
This sounds like something Uni would really say, for real. Everyone's so goddamn insecure by my intelligence because he thinks he's so smart. This is 100% Uni right here. Definitely.
That's crazy.
This is about right for KJ. Alliances are forming in my head.
Yep.
She's like, who can I line with? Who can I throw under the bus?
She just proved that with that video.
Right. And I made this before the video, which kind of was appropriate. And my mom will be watching this, Uni. Yeah, from upstairs, right above your basement. Yeah, this is me. I just stuck myself on there because I like to cuss. Jesus Christ. Yep. She says peace all the time, but she wishes she looked this cool saying peace. KJ, not. Yeah, this sounds like another Uni-ism. You haven't done chat. You're a follower. Another Uni. I see no problem here, as one eye goes one direction, one eye goes on the other.
Yeah, we see.
Yep. And another, definitely Uni. You know I'm right. He always thinks he's right, no matter what. And this wraps up KJ pretty well as well. I know, I'm amazing. He has an ego, I feel, in my opinion, allegedly.
Allegedly.
KJ is she's a big deal in her own mind. kind of a big deal. Look at her with her hairy chest. Ew.
Oh.
Oh, I made these the other day for Chesh's memes. There's Kyle with the number 33 we were talking about yesterday. And Kyle as a gnome. Because that was one of their hashtags. Kyle, Gnome Kyle, I think they put. Look how good you look with blue hair, girl.
Wow.
We're not going to say the words on the screen, but you know what we mean. And I could see that coming out your mouth, too.
Yeah?
Red.
Yeah, I've never had blue hair. That's one I haven't had.
Look how good you would look. Holy frick. You could pull that.
20 years ago.
You go to the wig store and you play.
Oh.
What
this is from that movie Blades of Glory. Remember that movie about the male figure skating? He's got him upside down like a 69.
I don't think I've seen that many of these movies. I don't know.
Yeah, I could see that as Uni as a child. Ooh. Remembers that from Meet the Fockers?
And he's about as mature as that now.
Right. Oh, sorry, couldn't help myself. Oh, dickhead. That one's awesome. Sorry, couldn't help it. I can see her doing that. I'm not being braggy.
Yeah, snarky.
Yeah, I'm snarky today. Yeah, that one too, for sure. That's the littlest Brady.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I got this little anal cream. You could just, you know, if you have butt hurt, you can use your little anal cream. Yeah, that's because we were talking about Uni being butthurt yesterday, so I ran with it. And I did that one too. I think we already showed this one, but he was butthurt.
Cooling it off.
Well, I don't know. I just put him on Kevin Hart, and he turned out kind of interesting.
Sorry, I've been talking away with my mute on.
Oh.
Like never mind. I totally.
I think I already did all of these yesterday. Oh, but I was shared some by this is from Craft Happy Gammy. Oh, it won't let me play the actual video. Darn, when I saved it. But she made some as well. They're not going to play as a video. That's a poop because I'm on the call.
I sent you a DM. I sent you a DM to Twitter that Catherine had sent me.
Oh, sure. I'll go pull it up in a second. Yeah, that head is too small for that body.
Kano said don't ever order from China or it'll take forever. It'll also be 3 sizes too small. Just kidding.
Right, because they're itty bitties.
I haven't really got. It always is just a tad too small. Sucks.
Blah blah blah. I really wish these would play. That sucks. Sorry, Craft Happy Gaming. But these are the ones she sent me. But I just want to share one more thing real quick. This is the fall colors where I live. It's very yellow here. And lots of yellow.
That's gorgeous. I love it.
Big red.
That's what we call. That's what we decided to name the Jeep. Big Red.
Aww.
Yeah, we're up on some country road. We're going to when I sub for darts on Sunday. This was on our way to the darts, and very pretty. We're at our peak right now, so I'm gonna stop sharing for a second and go grab.
That was fast.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a second, then.
Our leaves are barely changing. I know it's just started, but I swear it's usually like falling more.
Yeah, I don't feel like it's pretty here either.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of pine trees here though, so I mean they're not.
Little Red, you might want to share this video because I can't play sound on my phone.
I'm going to it now.
When I used to live in Vermont, It was so gorgeous. They'd call, fall foliage. They would call the people who came to vacation leaf peepers.
This isn't the one we played last night, is it?
Yeah.
I don't think so. No, she has glasses on
Babies that are breastfed, like, have
Hold on. Let me. I gotta get my life together. I just should know how to do this better by now.
But that was all the memes. Thanks for Cole and Tammy for sharing with us.
Okay, this is one that who shared this with me? Catherine shared this from Tina's Twitter. And let's listen.
Problems with her supply, and I was formula fed, and I'm fine. So, like, I think the one thing that they always say is that, like, babies that are breastfed, like, have a...
She was starting to say she has a higher IQ than something, I think.
Statistically, like, a little bit of a higher IQ. But, like, my IQ is already in, like, the 98th%. So, to me, like, breastfed would have just made me, like, a super genius. And, like,
oh my God! I have missed this gem. I never seen this before.
God, I love it.
Oh my God! Am I muted? Can y'all hear me? I just choked, and she just choked me.
We can hear you, but I didn't hear you choke.
Oh my God! She just said she being breastfed would have made her a super genius.
She's in the 90th percentile, and she's a super genius.
98th already, so watch out.
Is she a Mensa or what? Oh my God! I think she, the way she can't pronounce anybody's names, I don't think so.
And she called it her haiku.
Haiku. Hey Dottie, when we hook up in Nashville, can we do one night and go do some karaoke?
Yes, let's sing karaoke. I will sing Big Balls by AC/DC.
Have y'all heard her
sing a Destiny's Child song?
Have y'all heard her say karaoke?
Yeah, let's sing Bootylicious.
Have y'all heard her say karaoke? That's how she pronounced it.
Heard it, girl.
That's the way it's said in the Midwest. Not really. Only KJ says it. But,
I don't think I've ever heard that before.
Oh boy.
Okay, let's listen. That was a hoot right there. Hoot hoot 3.
And I'm fine. So, like, I think the one thing that they always say is that, like, babies that are breastfed, like, have a statistically, like, a little bit of a higher IQ. But, like, my IQ is already in, like, the 98th%. So, to me, like, breastfed would have just made me, like, a super genius. And, like, problems with her supply, and I was formula fed, and I'm fine.
I just can't.
Okay, that was the whole thing. If she was any damn smarter, she'd be dangerous. And she ain't at 98%. I'm just saying. She's already dangerous. Yo, come on.
If she was so brilliant, she would know how to pronounce the names. And she would know that it's karaoke. God. She's a dimwit. Sorry. I can't. No.
Maybe she's so smart.
And she would know that if you over dye your hair, it's going to break eventually.
Oh, goodness.
And if you leave a flag in the rain,
oh, here's another fake KJ.
In the chat?
Yes.
What?
Oh, really?
Hi, fake KJ. How you doing? There's no verified. That's a fake.
Oh.
Okay.
And like she'd come in with that.
and if you're such a genius, Crystal Ball, it'd be YOU, not YOUR done. So you're not real. What happened to your Mensa 98% IQ? Come on now.
I want to know what the deleted messages said.
Oh, I could tell you.
Well, she's a writer.
The first one said, "Quit sharing my content, druggie," and the second one said, "Your YOUR done."
Dun dun dun.
No, please.
So she's not too smart because it's YOU apostrophe RE.
Who are you really? And show us proof.
Yeah, come on. Why don't you come talk to us, KJ?
I mean, don't be hiding behind a sock.
Yeah. Why are you so chicken? Show yourself. Be brave. I mean, we won't pull a KJ and block you after we send you an invite so you can't come in.
I think the real KJ is live right now, so I don't know how you're doing
She is, and she'll have a check mark next to her name as well because she's YouTube verified, so.
Oh, goodness. Oh, no, she's not.
It makes it easy to know it's not her. And if she was a 98th percentile, I think she would have Like, she worked for NASA or something, or?
Well, I mean, she would. Never mind. She could get it.
Gotcha, Little Red.
She could get a story right, maybe.
Yeah, that too. She wouldn't have to plagiarize other people's stories. Oops, in my opinion.
Allegedly. Sure, send her.
Where'd she go?
Oh, did she want to leave? That might be dangerous for my channel. She might come in with some porn.
Oh, yeah. Lord.
It's just a troll. Not her. No big deal. We've been doing so good with trolls too.
When she's here, there's a when she's really in the chat, there is a check mark behind her name.
God,
it's
how
verified.
Awesome would it be if she actually came in? We'd be like, take the link.
I'd be nice to her.
I would too.
Yeah.
A while.
She deserves zero respect or niceness from me, but I would be nice to her here because I respect this channel. That's the only.
I would want to have a battle of the minds because. Not all. Some of other people are smart too, and I think some of us could hang with you. So, and if she's so smart, why does she say like every other second? Usually really intelligent people are very eloquently spoken,
like
and use
literally
proper diction and language, like totally, like literally, like. Yeah, no.
And I will say that that's a thing that I thought I would always have a problem with. I don't do it in real life. But I will do it when I feel like I'm on the spot or when I'm nervous. I'm shy around new people. That didn't happen here a lot. There's a few times I catch myself doing that a lot, but I don't feel like I use that word a lot. But I'm not super nervous here, usually.
Which word? Sorry.
Like.
Oh.
Well, it just dumbs you down. It really does. So, you're doing good, Little Red. I don't never hear you say it. Name edited asked, does she actually ever come in? No, we've never had the real KJ here, and that's okay. Well, that's actually really good. So we don't mind.
No, she actually does come here, but she doesn't.
I think she lurks.
She doesn't speak, and someone has told me that they're almost positive of one of her socks, and they're very nice here.
What?
Yeah.
Dang.
I'm just leery. I don't know. Whatever. But hell yeah, she comes here.
Look, Veronica, Who 3 says you're very well spoken. I think so too.
She also goes to Kim's videos and LB's videos and who else? Anyone who talks about her. Yeah,
probably.
She watches them all.
But she says in her
she
tweets,
doesn't watch.
I don't watch them.
What she doesn't watch is the Real Housewives, 18 Counting On, the Duggars, Sister Wives. That's what she doesn't watch. She does watch YouTube.
I don't know if you watched 90 Day Fiancé in the earlier seasons, but there was George and Anfisa, and and it's spelled the Spanish version, Jorge, but he pronounces it George. She called him Jorge. I'm like, nope, you don't watch.
There's a tire shop. This is terrible, but I'm friends with the guy now, so I'll tell it. And it's George's tire shop. But it's a Mexican dude, and I called him Jorge for like 3 years.
And he goes by George?
Yeah.
Sam says, plot twist. KJ is Busy's beer fun.
But now we're friends, and I know that his name's George, and I still call him Jorge. But it's our little joke. So it's okay.
It's your inside joke with him. That's pretty cool. I have a friend here. His name is Jesus. But he likes to go by Zeus. And I don't know if you guys ever saw that movie, Live Free and Die Harder, with the Bruce Willis movies. And it's the one with Samuel L. Jackson. He keeps calling him Jesus. He goes, why are you calling me Jesus? Samuel L. Jackson says. He goes, because I hear people calling you that. And Samuel L. Jackson goes, no, they're going, hey, Zeus. Like Zeus, the Greek god. So I always go around going, hey, Zeus.
I mean, if she was reading an article and she came across the name Jesus, would she say Jesus?
She'd probably start to say it.
If it was a YouTube creator, she absolutely would say it wrong.
Right, because she likes to say YouTube creators' names wrong.
Jesus.
Absolutely. This has been a fun chat, y'all.
That Zeus made me think of the Eddie Murphy movie or is it I don't know. It might be a Medea movie, but he goes, Hercules.
Oh, that's
seen that.
Yep, that's the Eddie Murphy movie. That's with the fat family. What the heck's that name?
Do y'all remember?
Is it Dr. Doolittle? No.
Oh, I don't know, but that was so funny.
Do y'all remember when? Well, it was when I was a little kid. He was so vulgar. Like he was stand up.
Yes,
my mom
Eddie
and
Murphy
Daddy.
Raw.
That
was the best.
We didn't have cable in my house ever, never once until my dad never did. To the day he died. But my mom, when she moved out, and I helped her move when I was almost about to graduate, and I lived with her, and I got us cable. But when I was little, like, I saw that Raw at my friend's house and got in trouble for listening to it. Yeah, it was bad.
It was Nutty Professor. And
then he ends up doing kids'
says,
movies.
Said if she said Jesus, she would burst into flames.
Or she'd be a member of a cult.
Liz said that she, like, whenever she watches KJ, she, like, wants to get on the phone with an exorcist or something.
Her head would spin and she'd start vomiting.
Oh, gosh. That stuff freaks me out, y'all.
Yeah, but Raw was really dirty. I remember seeing that as a teenager as well. If you guys have never seen old Eddie Murphy comedy sketches like Raw or Delirious, look them up. They are raunchy and so politically incorrect now, but they're amazing.
Oh, comedians would never get away with today.
I know. He made
terrible.
Fun of gay people, made fun of Jewish people, he made fun of everybody.
And it's also hard to believe he ends up doing mostly a whole lot of kids movies because wow, where's Chat? Did she say she was coming back?
She said her phone had died, so maybe she had to go plug it in or something.
Oh, I muted her and she never come back from that because
vulgar but so funny.
No, she was here between then and that. I think.
Yeah, she was laughing and stuff. Yeah, Liz says, remember his Mr. Rogers SNL skit? Yes. When he lived in Mr. Robinson's neighborhood.
So good.
Yeah, like Archie Bunker, Tammy. Archie Bunker would never fly in this day and age. He was like, I'm not racist, I hate everybody. Oh my God.
Archie Bunker, that was a trip too. Remember when the Bunkers and the Jeffersons lived beside each other?
Yep, I remember that.
Well,
we're showing our age, everybody. Sorry if you're young and you're like, what are they talking about?
Okay, now if I said this, would you know what I was talking about? Schlemiel, Schlemazel, Haas and Pfeffer Incorporated.
Yeah, Laverne and Shirley. Laverne and
Shirley.
I love that. I
said that. Oh, go ahead.
I don't remember the character. I remember them two. I was like 3 or 4 years old, but I remember that. I do.
Yeah, I mean, it was before my time, like when it first came out, but I definitely saw the reruns because they were playing, and it lasted a long time.
But, Ames, I'll blow some minds in here. I never really watched Mr. Rogers.
Well,
ever.
That's okay. I didn't really watch Sesame Street.
No, something's wrong with you.
I'm sharing my screen. This is from Craft Happy Tammy, and look at that. She looks evil.
Wow, is that Jodie Foster? Really? No. That's that. What movie is this?
I'm not sure, but it's perfect for KJ's face.
It's the movie where the guy takes care of the little girl. What's his name?
Isn't it the French thief or something like that? I don't know.
Craft. What's the name of this movie? I can't remember, but I've seen the movie.
Yeah, that's perfect for her. When she's exercising, I can see KJ doing that too.
Ooh, they should do an American Horror Story season about YouTube.
Oh, it was the movie Leon? Is that the name of it? Oh, I'm not.
Craft Taffy Tammy. What movie is that from? Do you know?
Tony Madison said it's Leon. I don't know if that's what he's talking about. I know.
Hey,
I've
Tony,
seen that
how
movie.
you doing? She had cornflakes. That's what they live on for dinner.
Oh, she forgot the name. It was Leon. Kier said.
Thank you.
Thanks. Yeah, it's 11:30.
It'd be that time, huh?
Yeah. I love y'all. I always lose track of time, and then somebody in my comments will say, I can't listen to a stream this long.
Oh, nobody's twisting your arms.
We're having an old lady conversation. Do you remember the guy in that movie? Do you know that guy? Wasn't it? Well, see, I had a totally different person in my mind. I had the dude that, I can't remember his name. Liam, I can't remember.
Liam Neeson?
Yeah, I love him.
He's a good actor.
Yeah, he's good.
I like
but
him
that's
too.
not who it was, but that's who I had pictured.
Caroline, that's how I have discussions with my fiance. I go, hey, you know that guy? You know who I'm talking about, right? Come on, help me. Who's that? Come on. And I give no clues. And he does that to me too.
We bounce our dementia off each other.
And I'm going to tell one little funny story real quick. When I was a kid, I told you all I have a lot of brothers and sisters. And my dad, when we were kids, when he got mad at us, he'd just look at us and go, hey, you with the head. And we all look at each other. I'm like, we all have heads. Which one are you talking to?
My dad would go through everybody's name, including the dog and the cat, before he would get to the person he was actually yelling at.
I did that with my kids too. I think every mom does that almost, you know.
Liz, I love you. Liz says those people are blank. I'm starving and thirsty, and I've watched the whole stream. You're amazing.
Girl.
Liz, you're so funny. I love you.
Number one fan.
Yeah.
Remember, she was Little Red's fan first.
And she's 28. Yes. All right, y'all. I got to wrap her up. I got to get up early. I love you all. I'll see you tomorrow.
You guys are amazing.
Yeah, it's been a fun night.
Yeah.
We got to quit referring back to old lady conversation instead of wrapping her up at the end of the night. Hey, you doing, Tony? I just seen you at the end. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, everybody.
Dottie, hang in.
Bye, everybody.
Don't hang up.
I'll hang on. Won't hang up. Bye.